Our next stream Dynasty is officially here. I'm live on Twitch. If you didn't know, I do stream, twitch.tv/Bengal. The link, as always, is down in the description. I've currently gone out west to the Mountain West. Nevada, that's on the channel already. That was a really fun one, maybe the most fun one of all time. Who knows? Then we went down south to Louisiana in the AAC, where we rebuilt or built up Tulane. They're a pretty good team in real life. And then we wanted a bit more of a challenge. Went up to the middle of the country in the MAC and rebuilt the worst team in college football, the Kent State Golden Flashes. I've told the entire chat above me that our next stream Dynasty will take us to a different conference. You guys already know what it is in the video. Is it going to be in Conference USA with FIU or Sam Houston or Kennesaw State? Well, I'm not wearing the Kennesaw State hoodie today because we are going to the Sun Belt and taking over the former FCS James Madison Dukes of Harrisonburg, Virginia. They're rising to the occasion. They've jumped up in competition, and we will try to take them to a national championship. Our James Madison journey starts now. And I actually think I have a new method here. I got a new strategy. We will be starting off with a motivator head coach as opposed to a recruiter, because I think in the long run, when we're actually able to go after some of these better players, it would benefit us to have more points via the motivator. And I think that's going to put us in a pretty good position. Now, what I'm curious about now is what our pipeline is going to be. We can choose anything. I've not limited myself on here historically. However, I do think I want to use one that I don't use very often, and I'm going to go Tidewater for the pipeline. I think that's going to be kind of a fun one to use, especially considering where James Madison is located. And for at least year one, we will go with the James Madison spread offense and the 4-2-5 defense, as Coach Gene Dengus is back again in this alternate timeline to deliver more national championships. Super excited about James Madison. There are a bunch of really good options, but you know what? If you're watching this on YouTube, if you were here in the chat and you said your team, I would have picked it. So you got to come to the streams, I think, is the moral of that story. We are signing the contract here to become the next head coach of James Madison. It's a 5-year deal. Maybe, they say. There's no 2028 listed here, so that's interesting. It's just, okay. 2028 doesn't exist. It's a 5-year deal if we even make it 5 years. It seems like they don't expect the world to even last that long. So that's interesting. But you will see we're going to play the exact JMU schedule, which is Open, and then Charlotte, FCS East, UNC Ball State, and then we begin conference play. We go on the road to face UL Monroe. We will host Coastal Carolina on the road against Georgia Southern, versus Southern Miss and Georgia State after a bye. ODU, App State, Marshall, of course, is our big end-of-year matchup, and we do have home field advantage for that. So I'm seeing we have Week 7, Week 9, Week 5 could be big visit weeks, and some people have been asking to limit myself recruiting. I'm not choosing a recruiter this time around, but a lot of the fun for me is being able to bring in that first 5-star, right? And then subsequent 5 stars as you go on. I don't really want to limit myself. For me, that just isn't quite as fun. And maybe some of you watching would enjoy it more if I were to go that route, but I really just don't want to. So I thought about it for a minute. I make the rules, so I'm just not going to do that. So the unfortunate part about not choosing recruiter is it does take longer to scout. We do have plenty of hours this first year, and I'm already liking what I'm seeing from Cameron Ernst. He's got 92 throw power, 90 speed, decent accuracy. He is a 5-star though, so the likelihood of us bringing him in obviously is significantly lower. When making this board, I really made it a focus, as Rudy Byard looks pretty good, really made it a focus to add players within our pipeline. I think early on especially, that's going to make a really big difference in recruiting. However, the big problem with that 92 speed for Clay Reese. I honestly don't even need to see the arm at that point. We're just going to offer him a scholarship, and hopefully he doesn't cut us off or lock us out, which he won't. But I think it's going to help us out massively in recruiting to really angle towards our pipeline early on. You're going to really have to be able to run with 84 throw power. You're a scrambler with 74 speed. The problem with JMU is that none of their pipelines are really built up too much. So, I don't know. It's like, I wanted to recruit to our pipelines, but none of them are that big or that good. Okay. Josefa Ika has 98 speed, 80 zone coverage. We're going to find some good players in this class. We're going to build up this team. I really think a lot of that is heavily dictated on what you're able to do in recruiting in year one. Getting good players in ASAP that can really help you win will really help you recruit in the long run. Be fast. Man-to-man 71, man, I don't actually love too much. But, yeah, it makes a huge difference early on. And I really only made it so I could scout quarterback and corner. Other than that, we're going to be in a bit of a tough spot. As you guys know, recruiting in the first year can be really, really tough. Especially if you're going after 5 stars. You're just probably not going to be able to get any of them. And I always try. Sometimes it works out. No spoilers, but also a spoiler. In Kent State, it worked out. We brought in Dave Teamer and Marquis Balaj. I guess I didn't need to be specific if you hadn't seen that series yet. But if you haven't, I mean, it's on you a little bit. We'll also check out the team here before we get back to recruiting. Roster-wise here, we don't actually look so bad because of Alonzo Barnett. 86 overall redshirt sophomore quarterback with 88 speed, 93 acceleration. That's obviously going to be our guy. Dylan Moore is certainly not going to play very much. And he's actually quite accurate, and he can throw on the run. Alonzo Barnett has actually given us a heck of a leg up here. It's a really good start. Outside of that, though, a lot of aging talent on this team. Eric O'Neill's a redshirt junior, meaning he's draft eligible already, although I doubt he leaves, but it's a possibility. Ayo Adeyi, Taylor Thompson, Terrence Spence, Pat McMurtry. I mean, all these guys are either seniors or redshirt seniors until you get to Yamir Knight at wide receiver there. So a lot of aging talent on this team. We're going to get to know them, obviously, here as we go through this first season. But let me just tell you, it's going to be the Alonzo Barnett show, and we'll probably get Adeyi decently involved. Outside of that, it's pretty rough at running back. And almost all of our receivers who are worth anything are seniors. It's Yamir Knight, and then what? Receiver's actually going to be a position we have to prioritize like quite a decent amount. I've said it before like a million times, but week 0, the scouting week, like these are about learning things. Like they're information gathering. We're going to get locked out on a number of players that we probably wanted, and that's okay. But we're going to figure out, okay, is there actually a chance or is there not? And to me, it is worth it to spend the points to find that information out. And it will be a battle for Cameron Ernst. But I think based on how good he is, it will be worth it. We can get in there on Dante Henry. Can we go head-to-head with Georgia for a top 10 Damon Monty? Probably not. Brad Wall, we're gonna get out of that one. Earl Nicholson, we're gonna be out. We just needed to see, okay, how much are these schools, these bigger schools especially, going to go after these guys? And if they're willing to put in a ton of points, that's just where we pull out and we look a different direction. But I'm not going to stop going after the 5 stars because they can be difference makers. And Sean Coons, I just don't think we can go toe-to-toe with those South Carolina schools. So we're going to pull out there and hopefully get in the mix on Julius Awe, Greg Hawker, and DJ Savoy. Currently no offers. I'd like to get into that number 1 spot and then offer a scholarship. Maybe we get lucky with an insta-commit. I'm not even sure how good they are in the first place. So we will see on that. But we freed up 65 hours. We know we're in a decent spot for some of these guys. So it's early, But if we can get into a good position, get in the top 5, schedule some of these visits, this team is already good enough to the point of where I think we're going to be able to win some games. I think recruiting is going to go pretty well. It's just early on, you got to get acclimated and adjusted to playing with that team. And there can be, you know, a bit of a period where you might struggle a little bit, and we'll see if we can recruit through that. Week 1, we match up at Charlotte. Oh, no, actually. You know what I just realized? Charlotte is a team where we faced, you know, some real, if I could find English words to complete a sentence here, that'd be incredible. We faced some real adversity when facing Charlotte before. They've been very, very good. Two-lane Dynasty, Charlotte was a huge problem, which is a sentence that bothers me. We're on the road at Charlotte, but we're going to start off this series hot, and we're going to beat the 49ers, and we're going to get 1-0, and you know what? We might not be under 500 for the rest of the series. Start 1-0, go 1-0 every week, you're a national champion. That's how it goes. Here we go. First look at your James Madison Dukes. We are backed up to our own 7, and we will see what this offense can do. Alonzo Barnett is a great option at quarterback. We're going to run the ball to start. And that's not actually that great of a start. Dre Butler in on the tackle. Barnett can move. He can throw on the move. It's just, do we have the receivers in order to make plays on offense? We're going to take off with Alonzo Barnett. I was really hoping we could juke outside, but I think utilizing the speed of Barnett might be our best option here. Stop me if you've heard that in one of my series before. I don't know if it's going to be his arm. He's got decent accuracy. Where's that going? That's a horrendous throw. We're going to get sacked here. No, Barnett's got great speed. And that might just be the play call. Maybe it's a little bit wet. He's struggling in the weather. It was one throw. We're not going to overreact. We're just going to say, hey, make the next play. All right? It's as simple as that. Go out there, make the next throw. And there it is. Thompson. He's got decent speed, you know. Okay. Senior tight end. So only going to be an option this year. Okay, where do we want to go with the football? How about just a check down? Ayo Adei could be a big-time playmaker for us, but of course will not be on the team next year, so recruiting a big-time running back, I think, should be some type of focus. Get up the field. Adei! Get a block, please! Where are you going on the outside? Knight is our best receiver. How about play for the team? Go make a block. We'll run into somebody. That's a good pick. Penny up the field, gets 9. All right, after the miss, we're driving a little bit here. We're driving a little bit. Purdy into the backfield. We rip that. It's a decent enough throw to Dollison. He's inside the 5. And a jet touch pass to get us into the end zone. This has been a fantastic drive. This has been great. In motion. That's going to be a Knight touchdown. Hey, I'll tell you what. He could score during the day as well. Is that a bad pun? Is anyone even going to get that? It wasn't good. It wasn't worth repeating. I hope I don't go to it again. But, hey, that's a great start. Let's see what our defense is capable of. Is this just going to be an easy rebuild? I say that after one drive. That's an easy reads. User pick. Green eggs and ham. This is going to be an easy series. It's already over. We've done it. I should just end the series here. We've seen a quarter. That's more than enough. 3rd down and 2. Oh, just really waited and watched for way too long. And really got us out of field goal position. And we might have been on the edge of it. Or even go for it situation. We'll face another 3rd and 2. Very similar spot on the field. Drip that to the tight end. Thompson, nice catch. He might end up being a big playmaker for us. I mean, Taylor Thompson does have really, really good speed. And we're going to want to utilize that. Oh, too late on Alonzo Barnett. Wheels, thank you so much for the raid. Hope the stream went well. And this touchdown is going to go great. You're going to be proud of me, Wheels. Close, though. 3rd and goal from the 5. Thompson touchdown, maybe? Ooh, in his hands. Not really the right call there, probably, but I wanted to make it happen. Unfortunately, I mean, it got where it needed to go. Just a tough catch. In and out of the hands. But, hey, 2-possession game. And it looks like our defense is playing great in simulation. We are playing Charlotte, to be fair, but we are up also 10-3. And looking to make that more here with a touchdown. That's got to be it. Go up and get it. Thompson cannot reel it in. I'm looking to feed Thompson. He's got great speed. We just haven't been able to make it work yet. Stepping up, Alonzo Barnett. He fumbles the football. Charlotte takes over. It's Al-Mahi Ali. But we're back on offense. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, sliding might be important with Alonzo Barnett. That was a good test. Now we know. Oh, that's a great catch. Oh, my goodness. Are these receivers actually going to make plays for their quarterback in year 1? I didn't know that was possible. Step up. Barnett, good enough speed. There's a good block, and we'll wisely slide. So easy? Dude, it is. This JMU team has heart. I can tell already. Let's get a touchdown. Yeah, our defense is killing it right now. Oh, that's wide open. Barnett for Knight! Touchdown number 2. This one, very different variety. Of course, had that jet touch pass. And this one, we actually say, hey, get open. Throw it a little bit more down the field. That's Ymir Knight. And this connection, we hope, is going to be incredible. 2 sophomore players. Should be a big part of this JMU team for years to come. 17-3. Our defense continues to dominate. And it's into the 4th quarter. Up 17-3. Wide receiver screen. Yeah, that could have been bad, actually. That could have been bad. Kind of forced that one in there. Let's see if Adeye can pick up the yards we need. Here's 4th and 2. He cannot. Charlotte takes over. And our defense continues to play well. Keeping Charlotte out of the end zone. This is a really important 4th and goal. 4th and goal from the 9. Shot to the end zone. It's intercepted. Just go down. Just go down. Sheeran with the pick. And that's got to be the game. 4.5 to play. Charlotte has not been able to move the football the entire game. Dude, our defense is incredible. I'm loving it. 3rd and 2. Just catch the ball and go down. Or not! Right as a tank! Oh my goodness. What a battering ram. Tried to go down. He's like, nah. Not today. Okay. Adeye's final line is not going to end up being too badly. Or appearing too badly, but it's not great. I'm not liking how I'm saying badly instead of bad. Like, it doesn't look too bad, but he hasn't really been amazing when we've actually played, unfortunately. 3rd and 1. Pretty banged up as well. That's definitely an adjustment they're going to need to make in the next College Football 25 game, or College Football 26. This wear and tear is absolutely out of control. 4th and 2. They spied Barnett. Does he want it more? He does. However, he's not going to hit 100 yards rushing. That's the final play of the game. 17-3 is your final. What a start to this James Madison Dynasty. As we go 1-0 today, we'll start above 500 and hopefully never during the course of this season go underneath it. Barnett, 20 of 29, 259 through the air, 2 touchdowns. He also rushed for close to 100 yards. It's a great performance. A day he wasn't too bad. Omarion Dollison was our leading receiver in both catches and yards, but 2 touchdowns on both of Ymir Knight's receptions. And defensively, no tackles for loss. That dominant defensive performance is crazy. Kyrie Mons with 1.5 sacks. Mans. Lloyd Summerall also brought down the quarterback, as did Emmanuel Bush. Picks for Chris Sheeran and Jacob Dobbs, the redshirt senior. What a start. So here's what we're doing. Bought a little bit of motivator. We just want to keep that motivator archetype here early in the series so we gain XP whenever a player levels up. But I also did just buy recruiter, and we're going to make it so quarterbacks take less time to fully scout. That's really going to be... Ooh. That's really going to be the foundation of this program, is whether or not we can bring in a quarterback, you know, after Alonzo Barnett. Now, Dave Hooper having elite recruiter is pretty phenomenal. So we actually may be able to bring in a big-time DB or defensive lineman, or maybe even a linebacker in this class. Elite recruiter early on could be a game changer. I was considering firing my OC and DC to get some big-time motivators in there, but it looks like that's not even going to come into play. Week 2 is just an easy matchup, you'd hope, against an FCS team. If we look that good against Charlotte, we should look really, really good in this game. Home opener. First time in Harrisonburg in this series. Let's check it out. I don't think I've seen JMU in College Football 25 or in real life, but I've seen pictures of it. I've really highly considered making my Trenton State Dynasty here at this JMU field. I just thought it had a really cool kind of vibe to it, if you want to say that. So I feel strongly about picking James Madison. And this is our first home game. Let's come out and play well. Yeah, it looks like a cool stadium. We are, once again, what is our return situation like? We've started inside our own 10 multiple times. Might step up here with Barnett. Thought about just ripping one down the field, but Alonzo Barnett has such great speed, such great throw on the run, that using his mobility will be our best bet. And we're going to get out again. Can we make a play? I'm just going to throw it away. I mean, they had incredible speed at linebacker for an FCS player. That's just insane. Okay. Well, couldn't make an insane play there. We ripped that one up the seam. It is overthrown and intercepted. We actually had it. But a yellow throw. It's inaccurate. It goes to the safety. But our defense continues to give us the ball back. Our defense is going to be incredible this year, it would appear. And that is a blue throw and a Taylor Thompson touchdown. Enough tease for you? Good rip. Taylor Thompson could be a real mismatch for us this season. Super excited to keep diving into that. And our defense, this is such a nice change from some of the series I've done, especially Kent State recently. Oh my goodness. Your defense needs help. Your defense needs help. Oh, big third down. Make a stop. Give me a block here. Let's go. Knight got to beat the FCS safety. He goes down to the 11-yard line. It was a really nice big play, but I feel like it could have been a touchdown probably. Here is first down. Fumble from Barnett. Please dive on it. All right, we got to limit these red zone turnovers. Saw a fumble from Alonzo Barnett last week. Not really looking to see one again. Sacked again, 3rd and 27. Well, This is not what we wanted, I would say. Get that there. We can. Dollison makes the catch. Touchdown. Our leading receiver from week 1 might be back at it again in week 2. Dude, what a throw. He's made some great throws so far. Been a little bit inconsistent. But the senior wide receiver makes a great catch through contact. Obviously a good ball there, but I'm more impressed with the catch. Just did not expect him to hold on, and he did. Up 14-zip. 6.5 minutes to play. We're getting on the move. They're shading underneath that. Really wanted to throw that comeback, but not a possibility. We just take off with Barnett. Oh, I do love the idea of a bubble screen. Is it being run here to the short side of the field? Is that concerning? We're going to rip that RPO, and it's intercepted. There's another red zone turnover, this time through the air. Of course, had one in the last game. That's the first one in this game. I thought that was open. Really thought we had an opportunity there on the RPO. Bayron Thompson jumps in front of it. I mean, Barnett taking a hit, obviously. It is there. I think we just need to get that ball in there a little bit earlier. But that's going to be something I probably try to do again. 1st and 10. It's obviously not a very good design touch. BB Baldwin making the play. How about another screen? It's not open. Only option is to throw it away. 3rd and 12. Just don't turn over the ball here. Get points on the board. We had Taylor Thompson. We had him. Didn't get to it until it was too late. 4th and 3. We're just going to settle for a 3-possession game here. And that's exactly what we have. 17-0. We're in JMU's default playbooks. And we're looking at, let's see here, another red zone opportunity. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. That should be open. There's Taylor Thompson, and there is his touchdown. It was open last drive. Ended up settling for 3, but we have found Taylor Thompson again for a touchdown. He's going to have a very good season. The senior tight end is just too fast to fail. Too fast to fail. FCS East does get into the end zone here, but do they have the DBs to run with Knight? They actually might, but maybe not with Penny. It is underthrown and incomplete. Alonzo Barnett, please. Get it out there. There's Barnett. We're going to move and slide. Under a minute to play. I honestly think Thompson is just going to burn. I don't think they're going to respect the speed of the tight end. And there he goes. Taylor Thompson again. Nearly didn't happen with FCS East sending the blitz there. But the Astronauts, not so great in space, surprisingly. Taylor Thompson torches them for a touchdown again. Been a tumultuous start here for FCS East. It's a lot of T's. 3rd quarter, up 31-7. You might see more Taylor Thompson. Or more sacks. That's not great. 34-7, though. 41-7. And, I mean, we are just cruising to a victory, as is expected against an FCS team. But this has been domination. Started a little bit slow, made some mistakes, obviously, no question, but we've mostly been pretty awesome in this one. Kind of shot ourselves in the foot like Plaxico a little bit, but we're bouncing back, finding a way. Ayo Adeyi over 100 yards rushing. Seems like he's paid the price for it, though. Pretty banged up. Get him another touch, though. Maybe find the end zone. Oh, man, there was an opportunity. But couldn't quite do it. 3rd and 4. You actually just run the ball here. Nobody jump, please. Let us get the snap off. There it is. Change of direction. Aday's just so banged up. Coach wants us to go for it, though. I like it. Purdy checks into the game. And we had him. But we were under pressure. We'll be stopped at the 4. And that is the ball game. 41-7 is your final. Just on cruise control in that one. Really comfortable game. No points in the fourth quarter for us, but that's okay. 5 touchdowns for Alonzo Barnett on 340 yards passing, of course. Ayo Adeyi over 100 yards on the ground. Barnett, of course, fumbled. No touchdown for Adeyi. We tried to get him one in there at the end. Didn't happen. But Amarion Dollison is once again our leading receiver. 6 for 160 with 2 touchdowns. But Taylor Thompson had the three-peat. 3 scores. 114 through the air. Looks like Ymir Knight is not going to be targeted in simulation. We might look to change that. Sack for Lloyd Summerall and picks for Chauncey Logan and Terrence Spence. Logan was hurt in this game. We'll have to see if he's all right. But our defense is balling out for the most part. We'll see what happens when we step up in competition level. But for right now, I mean, we are killing it. We have freed up enough points to get multiple visits. Ernst, I think we've got a chance against TCU. The problem is he wants to be close to home, and Virginia is not that close to Texas, if you didn't know. I think with a good visit, we can potentially... We have B-plus coach prestige already? Okay. I think with a good visit, we can potentially get him in the class. We're also pacing extremely well for Dante Henry, but we can't get him on campus yet. We can get Damon Monty on campus. We're going head-to-head with Georgia. He's not going to get a complimentary visit, unfortunately. But this would be a huge get. Number 8 player in the nation. If we can somehow get the lead over Georgia, having an elite recruiter defensive coordinator is actually giving us a chance to stay in this. We're putting 60 hours on him. And if he likes pro potential and playing style, that's going to be a pretty impossibly tough sell for us. I need it to be something else along with playing time. This would be fine, I guess. But I'm really worried it's going to be... Oh, no, it's not. This would be bad too, but... Okay, I'm not going to gamble on it right now. I'm just going to keep the... Send the house on him. 60 points. Hopefully we overtake Georgia, and then a big visit next week could do us wonders. We're probably going to lose to North Carolina here. UNC is pretty good, but we're also pretty talented. I don't know. It's not like impossible to think that we've got a chance to win this game. Let's show UNC the whiteout. See how they answer. Put them in all blue. It's an interesting look. But, all right. We're going to pop in and see if we can beat the Tar Heels. All right. These are some of my favorite uniforms in the game that they're wearing, by the way. It is Heisman difficulty. We've looked great in our first couple of matchups. Granted, we didn't have to play a lot of defense in the actual game. In simulation, our defense did a really good job of shutting down, Charlotte and then FCS East. UNC is going to be a bit of a different team. This is a big step up in competition. Absolutely the best team we've played so far this year. And on top of all that, we're on the road. We want to shorten the game and hopefully find a way to stay in this. And Adeyi is already hurt. 2 rushes for 50 yards, though, is a great start. I don't mind the idea of an RPO if they're going to play off coverage. We can see what this looks like on the outside. We're going to throw it. That's caught by Ross, and that should be a first down. It is. Maybe a jet touch pass puts us in the end zone. Knight in motion. Hopefully has the speed to win to the corner. Oh, great blocks. Easy touchdown. What a start for your Dukes. Your Dukes was tough for me to say for a second. I'm a professional. Don't worry about it. Touchdown, JMU. Maybe I'll just say that. JMU. Touchdown. 7-0. And our defense needs help. I was worried we were going to start seeing this. See how much help they need. Maybe we can rise to the occasion. We are facing a Marion Hampton, and that was some type of weird screen to him. We handled it well enough. But Amarion Hampton, if you didn't know, is one of the best running backs in college football. He's a top 3 running back in the draft. And that's great coverage down the field to force the incompletion. Antoine Booth knocks it away. And UNC will have no choice but to settle for 3. And they drill it. But we still have the lead. Nice long drive here that ends in a touchdown. We're going to be in business. And we are driving against UNC. Final play of the first quarter. Let's make it a good one. Nope. Get maybe a yard. Power Eccles in on the stop. And we will take it to the second quarter. Knocking on the door. Probably will be forced to pass in this spot. We're definitely not going to run a draw or a trap or inside zone. We're going to try to probably get our quarterback, Alonzo Barnett, on the move. I'd like to hit Thompson up the seam, but I'm worried about that linebacker. And we're going to get sacked. Barnett actually fumbles the ball, but we dive on it. Man, he likes to fumble, huh? Any type of contact and that ball's on the ground. It's going to be something to watch. Here's 3rd and 23. Just need to find the end zone. Or, excuse me, nope, I'm going to get sacked again. We're just going to need to find points, but it's going to be a 50-yard field goal after back-to-back sacks. The wind is against us. The meter's going crazy. We're not hitting this. Psych! 10-3 JMU. What a kick. Incredible. Incredible stuff. Nearly blocked. But that was absolutely destroyed. Would have been good probably from even farther. All right, 10-3. We just wanted to show off that leg. That's why we took back-to-back sacks, which you can't do in those spots. 3rd and 5. Sending a blitz, and it gets home. Trent Hendrick letting the UNC Tar Heel faithful know about it, but we can't capitalize on our corresponding offensive possession. It's 1st and 10 for the Tar Heels. Get outside, throw over the middle, and touchdown UNC. Well, it was fun while it lasted. And now we're getting gritty done. Not what you want. 10-10. 3rd down alert. That's going to be the 2-minute timeout. If we can make this the final drive of the first half, we're going to be in a fine spot. Here's the problem. It's a big 3rd down and 4. And we're going to get sacked again. Ball is loose again. This time UNC's on it. Dude. I'll tell you what, this pass rush is better than our offensive line, and our receivers really are having a tough time getting open. Big 3rd and 8. See what UNC tries to do. I feel like we're doing a good enough job trying to take that away, and that ends up being a throwaway. And we will get the ball back. Can we score before the half? Alonzo Barnett is ice cold. And he's got a major fumbling issue. Get it out there for Thompson, who cannot make the catch. We've been spoiled by some of these catches here early from our receivers, Amarion Dollison in particular. But could not make the catch that time, and that's going to be underthrown and picked. Needed to put some air underneath that one. Didn't do it. That's just trying to do too much as well. Yeah. All right. Got to stop turning the football over if we want to stay in this game. Not doing a great job of it. And, of course, we can't tackle Amarion Hampton. Oh, my God. Please. Brad Johnson's son, Max, is starting to carve us up a little bit. Approaching 150 yards passing. And we're not going to get out to Amarion Hampton. We're just not going to. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Into the second half. We need to stop turning over the ball. The pass rush is getting there in a hurry. We just need to get rid of it in time. Or even faster than what in time we think could even be. Big first down. 3rd and 4. How stupid is the screen here? We're about to find out. We got it out there. Good blocks. A day first down. It's a big, big conversion. Ross can't hear the adjustment. To the flat. There's Knight. He dives out of bounds for 5. Ymir Knight now has 7 catches since we moved him to the slot. And I think that's going to be where he's going to make the biggest impact. It's a dangerous miss. Dangerous miss. Here's 3rd and goal. I just saw a bench Barnett comment in the chat. You might be out of your mind. These guys must be rooting against the cause. We've got no chance without Alonzo Barnett. That kick is good. We brought it to within 4. I know settling for a field goal there isn't the greatest, but I'll tell you what, our defense has played pretty well. So, I don't really feel the need to, try to push our luck there. UNC makes this 4th and manageable, and they are going to go for it. We're going to play underneath, and we're going to see if we can make the stop. They're really choosing not to run the ball very much at all, and that is going to be caught, and that is going to be down at the 1. Man, I really thought we were on the verge of getting a stop there. J.J. Jones makes a nice catch, breaks a tackle. UNC continues not to use their best player, which is perplexing, but I think he's going to get the football here. 1st and goal. Touchdown to Marion Hampton. Do we have what it takes to fight back in this game? We might not. There is time, though. This would be a huge win for the program. RPO swing screen. Good enough block, and we barely get the 2 that we need. And we've got another 3rd down. 3rd and 5. A screen here feels dangerous. But we're going to throw it. We bided our time, and we got there. Amarion continues a really nice season for us. Let's see if they cover it this time. No, we're going to go to a different look. It's not a bad run. I'll take 3 there. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. It's a play. I don't like that Dollison's being pressed in this spot. So we're going to run the football. Bo Atkinson injured for the Heels. 3rd and 5. Going to throw that bubble screen. Great blocking. Dollison makes the catch. Makes it 1st and goal. I mean, our offense is finding ways, right? Feel good about that. And that's a touchdown. Amarion Dollison. When we need a play, we go to number 9. He's had a really nice game for us. Really nice season. And we have the football back. Down by 3. We don't need a touchdown here. It sure would be nice, though. We'll take that. This might be the easiest series I've ever done. I don't mind a check down here. I don't like UNC faking injuries, though, to control the clock. Because that's what's happening. Man, Wright is a tank. This guy's breaking tackles all the time. We're not being aggressive enough, though. We're just playing to take the drags in both of those spots. Here's 3rd and 8. Alonzo Barnett stepping up. Not sliding. Touchdown. We risked it. But now we reap the rewards. Alonzo Barnett, bully ball on the goal line. Touchdown to take the lead. It's big time play. Big time play. And our defense gave us the football back. Oh my goodness. We are in a heck of a spot here. UNC going to need to start calling timeouts. Do we have to snap the ball here? We don't. Game clock is ahead of the play clock. So our second down will not come on this side of the 2-minute timeout. Up by 4. First down ends it. We'll have a really interesting decision to make if we come to a 4th down. Hopefully it doesn't get to that. But we'll have a really interesting decision to make. What would you do? I'm John Quinones from television. This is What Would You Do? Here's 3rd and 6. Oh, it's intercepted! What a play! No! Oh, that's an insane play. Power Eccles took away everything, dude. Looked like he was blitzing. And that's when I threw the ball. Trying to throw it behind him. What a bluff. He sprints at the line until he realizes that we're throwing the football. What a stone cold killer. Why didn't we run the ball? That's a good question, gamer chick. It's 3rd down and 6. They know we need to run the ball to take away a timeout. And what does that get us? A 4th down where they then have 1 minute and 50 seconds and 1 timeout only? Running the ball is not really the play there. We needed to play for the first. We didn't get it. What an insane play. And now our defense will have to make a play or 2. Fall on the ground. We got it. Was that Bryson Nesbitt? Big hit. Fumble. And maybe a JMU recovery. And that should be the game. Oh my goodness. Are we going to upset UNC here? Let's take another look. Jacob Thomas, the junior safety, with the big hit. And that ball is definitely out. JMU football, and now we can potentially put this one away. You got to trust the defense. Now, North Carolina can fake injuries here. They've done it already in this game, I'm convinced. But now we're going to play to take away timeouts, because we can make the clock go a lot lower. Now we can run it down to 1 minute. I really do want to get in the field goal range, though. And we're not going to be. Yeah, we really have no choice but to punt. UNC will have 1 minute to go at minimum. A minimum of 80 yards here. Ideally, we'd pin them a little bit more than that. Pin them deep into their own end zone. Yeah, JMU did win this game in real life. 70-50. Anything but into the end zone. Well, into the end zone, I'm actually not even too worried about. But I'd prefer if it didn't go that far. That's a good punt. Well, it's at the 20. Opportunity for return. It's not an amazing punt. It's at minimum 80 yards. We went for hang time, so they only have 50 seconds now, but 77 yards. See if our defense is up to the challenge. That's not bad. That's not bad. Keep them in front of you. They have no timeouts. When that ball is spotted, that clock's going to tick. Max Johnson spikes it. 41 seconds. Again, they have no timeouts. If we can force them... Yeah, if we can force them to stay in front of us and inbounds, we're going to be in a great spot. Check down. Throw it to Hampton. He tried to. Pressure got there. Sack would have been amazing. Instead, Looking at 3rd and 10, 36 seconds. They're going to run the football to Hampton. We're going to tackle him from behind. What are they doing? Now is when you choose to give Amarion Hampton the football? Oh my goodness. What an insanely bad decision. And there's pressure, and that's the ball game. DJ Cotton gets his 2nd sack, and the UNC play calling, if they even had a chance, killed them in the end. 28-24. I think that is definitely pulling off the upset. And year 1 is going about as well as you ever could have asked for. 3-0. Max Johnson intercepted in the end. Of course, Alonzo Barnett with the 2 picks. Over 200 yards passing, though. Ayo Adeyi ran the football pretty well. Alonzo Barnett with a touchdown on 0 yards. Of course, sacks are taken into that at the college level. Did have a touchdown, 2 fumbles, of course. Receiving, Taylor Thompson, 4 for 73, but touchdowns for Marion Dollison and Yamir Knight. And then defensively, 2 sacks for DJ Cotton, including the game winner. Trent Hendrick also in there. Pick for Jacob Thomas, who also forced the fumble. That's my defensive player of the week. I don't know what you think, but it's got to be Jacob Thomas. What a performance. They might give it to DJ Cotton, though. DJ definitely worthy of consideration. I'll give you that, but what a win for the program. And week 5 gets big, too. It's a home matchup. I think we're going to take on, is it Ball State? And we've got some visitors. We've got some big visitors on campus. And we might be scheduling some more. B championship contender now. They give it to DJ Cotton. I tell you what, 2 TFLs, 2 sacks, great game. For my money, would have picked a different player, but that's the direction we went. We still don't know anything. We know proximity to home and coach prestige. That might be enough. Cameron Ernst is slipping away to TCU. It's got to be a big visit here. Damon Monty slipping away. We're going to have to start hard selling him and hope that we're right. Josefa Ika's got visits. That might be devastating. We might end up in a really unfortunate spot here because this is week 5, right? This one's basically going to be over before any visit could come into effect. Geez. I mean, we're going to try to stay in it, but that one's looking rough, and I really wanted to get him, but I'm just not sure we're going to be able to. This actually ends up being a huge matchup against Ball State. They're 2-1. I remember playing them in Nevada. They actually really weren't bad. I did schedule a visit for Dante Henry. I think the proximity to home is going to end up being a really big problem in some of these recruitments. I'm especially worried about David Monty and Ernst. We just might not even have a chance. That being said, though, they both are going to be on campus this week. I think with a good visit, a blowout win especially, we've got a chance to land Cameron Ernst. But the fact that one of his interests is proximity to home makes me wonder if there's any chance at all. And then for Damon Monty, if he ends up liking pro potential, we're in rough shape. I've guessed on brand exposure and championship contender being the other 2. I think we have a chance there. He'll also be on campus. I think with a good visit, we've got a chance to overtake Georgia. Now, whether or not we're actually able to hold on to that lead, that's very much in question. But we are going to go for it. And we're going to bring out the all-black uniforms. Hopefully it's not our funeral. Hopefully it's Ball State. This is a huge game. We got 5 stars on campus here early in year 1. Are we already going to get 5 stars? We're trying. We might come away with 0. And that was a risk I was willing to take. And I think the reason is you can always fill your recruiting class with 3 stars, even some 4 stars later down on in the year. Your 5-star opportunities are few and far between. So take the chance, take the swing, try to hit a home run. I'd rather try to hit a home run than get a guaranteed single, which I guess that sounds like bad baseball to me, but this isn't baseball, whatever. Here we go. Blowout win. Let's go. Oh, man. I'm not liking how open some of the receivers were, which is not open. Bad start. All right, that's open enough. Got some of that back. It'll be 3rd and 9, which is more manageable. Need a long run with Alonzo Barnett. Rip something like that. It's been a minute. Sack before he could throw the ball. Is that what it's going to be today? Well, don't show this to the 5 stars, please. No, you're the difference. If you commit, that won't happen. Just lie to him. It'll happen. But not the start we were looking for at all. Need our defense to play out of control. Hoping that ends up happening. We'll see. Our defense has been awesome this year. Can they continue to play at that level? There's a check down and incomplete. Running back never had a clue. No idea the ball was in the air. We got another insane punt. Dude, who is our returner? They're giving us no chance. Goodness gracious. No chance. 2nd and 6. Good block, I guess. This might be a big screen here. I don't mind screens. Screens are fun to run. It can be inconsistent though. It's not really a great 3rd down play call. It's kind of like all or nothing sometimes when you run a screen on 3rd down, but it keeps suggesting to run screens. I like it. Give Amarion Dollison the football. Get to the outside. Dollison, broken tackle. If he had more juice, I honestly think that could have been a touchdown. We're throwing a Marquis Ballage there from Kent State. Or George Darnold. I honestly think that's a touchdown. Sacked for a 3rd time. Just didn't feel comfortable throwing the ball there. 3rd and 7. Gonna get sacked again. Oh my goodness. We're having some trouble here against Ball State. They are, and I apologize for this in advance. They are balling. Oh, he actually returned that. Oh my goodness. Well, short field for Ball State. I don't know if we came to play against them today. Our defense did. Intercepted by Spence. Give us a return, please. We're not going to get anything on offense. Let's go, Spence. Come on. Down the sideline. Right back in. Well, actually, I don't even know if we've been in Ball State territory so far. I don't know if we have been. Gotta stop. Fumble. Alonzo Barnett put it on the ground, recovered it. Man, we're having some trouble. Are we trying to do too much offensively? Is that what's happening here? I don't know. I mean, we're really struggling. I think I'm just looking for the perfect throw, and it's not going to be there a lot of the time. 2nd and 5. Wanted the tight end. I think we have the running back on the run. Purdy cannot catch it. Third and 5. That's open. That's Ross. Get in there. Touchdown. All right, we're finally on the board. Our defense is having a great game. Their defense is having an even better game. Or it was, maybe. Well, I guess 0 points either way. Whatever. Both defenses have played well. Offenses are struggling. And our defense will be called on once again. 3rd and 10. We're going to blitz the slot and then help over there. If they run up the seam, we could be in trouble. They don't do that. Good coverage. Quarterback's going to take off. Big hit, but no fumble. We're actually going to call a timeout here. Do they go for it on 4th down? They will. Okay. Well, pressing feels like it's a bold call. They're going to run the football. And we cannot make the stop. We've now helped Ball State with a timeout. They had one anyway. But wanted a chance to potentially make that stop. Maybe get the football back, get a bomb, something like that. Wouldn't happen. They're going to get a touchdown here as well. Okay. Well, that's why we wanted a chance to answer, but got to make the stop first in order to do that. Did not happen. Into the second half. 7-7 against Ball State. It's got to be a touchdown. Yamir Knight. Big TB. Nope. TD. Thinking about Tyler Brandon with a TB TD in Trenton State. This is JMU. Up 14-7. Yes. This is where the jet touch pass can thrive. Ball State, they don't have the athletes. Yamir Knight is just better. Here we go. Fear, Yamir. There he goes. Into the open field. Yamir Knight, first down. That's the end of the third quarter. They're going to give it to us on 4th and 15. Are you kidding me? Hey, kick a 50-plus yard field goal. We already know all college kickers do is miss. Unless it's good again. Oh, our kicker can drill. Our kicker can really hit from deep. Ruelas, we love you. Defense, come on. 4th and 7. You've played well. Continue to play well. Big stop here. Pick 6 would be huge. See what they try to do. Ooh, that's actually going to be extremely wide open. Really, you can't even get more open than that. And Ball State, it's 23-10. How did they screw that up? 3rd and 5. That's open. Man, our O-line is really not giving us the time to make these. It's 29-10, and I think that's going to be your final. 29-10 is your final. A 19-point victory is a really good victory here against Ball State. Hopefully that was a good enough visits for our 5 stars on campus. Weird end of the game. Alonzo Barnett hits Yamir Knight for a touchdown in that third quarter, but this was a weird end of the game. Dylan Morris came in and threw a touchdown. 4 for 82. Alonzo Barnett is hurt. I don't like that at all. Man, he was sacked a lot. Negative 35 yards rushing as a result. 190 and 2 touchdowns for Yamir Knight. The sophomore from Smyrna, Delaware. 9 tackles for Terrence Spence. No TFLs. Kyrie Mans with 1.5 sacks. 1 for Eric O'Neal. Half a sack for DJ Cotton. And 2 picks for Terrence Spence. No touchdowns. Get a block. I don't know. Weird game. Feels good to get the win. If Alonzo Barnett is hurt, seriously, we're going to be in trouble. Josefa Ika picks NC State. That's an unfortunate one to lose. He wanted to stay home. We made a good run, but he ends up picking NC State in the end, and he's going to be staying there. It's an unfortunate loss for a 98 speed corner. We are 4-0, though. It's week 6. Ika's off the board. And that visit did not do enough to put us ahead of TCU for Cameron Ernst. Our grades are not good enough to do anything but send the house. That's tough. We are still number 1 on Dante Henry, but barely. You really need to be able to hard sell in these spots, and I'm not sure our grades are good enough. We have overtaken Georgia, briefly, for Damon Monty. We guessed incorrectly, and that's actually going to be bad because our grades are not especially good here. I'm going to hard sell it anyway. We have an A+ in the mix. C-, D+. It's not great. But maybe it's enough to get him. Oh, no. It's only going to be 20. And soft selling is going to be bad in this spot. So we're going to have to max out at 55. I don't know that that's going to be enough. I really don't. All right, recruiting is going to be a big we'll see, but it's looking like a lot of bad news. We set up recruiting the best way we could. We're taking some chances. We're no longer a motivator as the main archetype. I think as long as we get back to that, we're going to be fine at the end of the year. Because it's really, really impactful when those players are getting upgraded via training. You get all that XP for being a motivator. But right now, how many chances are we going to have to bring in these 5-stars? So we've made it so we can increase the weekly recruiting hours for quarterbacks. Recruiting actions have bigger impacts on QBs. And we've also given a bonus to recruiting actions for defensive linemen. I'd like to do it for tight end. That recruitment's going to be over. So our next points are most likely going to go back in a motivator. All we need to do is spend more in motivator than we do in recruiter. And we'll be a motivator as our main archetype, which gives us more XP whenever a player levels up. So, UL Monroe on the schedule, and then we'll have some visits week 7. Nothing too crazy. As I said, I think this one, I thought the Josefa recruitment would be over already. Dante Henry's in a tough spot. This is what it is going to be time to get to work for him. So we'll have the best chance to land him. Washington's making a move. He's on campus there week 8. I'm a little bit worried that he's going to end up at Washington. We gave it our best run, right? As I said early on, you're just probably not going to get the 5-stars, right? If you can get even 1 or 2 year 1, that's an incredible leg up, an incredible start. It's just probably not going to happen, but we're in a spot where at least there's some type of possibility that there's something to hold on to that says, all right, maybe. But we will check on the injury situation here as we're starting at the 1. Who is my return man? They give us no chance every time. Chauncey Logan has a torn rotator cuff. He's out for the season, but Alonzo Barnett is back in at quarterback. A little bit banged up. Missed the end of last week. He's going to be fine. And Adai actually going to turn this, go east-west. Maybe not a great idea at this end of the field. Just need to not get safety. Is going to be the big thing. UL Monroe is not a good team. They're not rated well. They shouldn't be fast. I think we have a leg up on them, to be honest. And I know we're only a 76 overall or something like that, so it's crazy to say that here in just Game 5 in year 1. But JMU is okay, right? Not really a terrible team. They're going to send a blitz. We're going to lose 8. Was not ready for that. Was looking at the right side of that field. Just didn't feel comfortable enough to rip it. And we're back inside our own 10. On the move with Barnett. We throw that? That's going to be picked. Can we throw that? Is always a pick, if you didn't know. Oh, it is there with a perfect throw. We're not going to get a perfect throw. Can't throw it. You can't expect the perfect throw. He's got great throw on the run, though. 94. But not there. It's not who we wanted to be on. We're going to go down. General Booty, of course, is the ULM QB. Former Oklahoma commit. 4-star quarterback. What is that? It's read option with an RPO worked into it. God. Really would prefer not to lose to ULM. That's going to be a big play. Knock him out. All right, we got to settle in. Our defense has been so great the entire year. Don't let it be ULM that destroys the momentum. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's figure it out. 3rd and 8. Our defense has stopped playing defense. The power of General Booty is too much. We're going to send some heat at him. See how you like it. There we go. Punch him in the mouth. Kyrie Mans gets to him. Good defense that time. Although, I do worry about the squad and man coverage a little bit. It's just not who we want to be on. Touchdown, ULM. The Warhawks are rolling here. A lot of game left. We're down 21-0. Oh, my God. It's 24-0. I think this one got away from us a little bit. 24-0's insane. We just injured somebody, though. That's cool. This might be cooked. It might be over already. Wide receiver screen. Oh, my goodness. Amarion Dollison with the burst, the acceleration, the explosiveness. We're finally on the board. I think this will certainly hurt our championship contender grade. We missed the 2-point conversion. Hope Dollison won. I have no idea where he is. Well, we're going to go for it on 4th and 10. Down by a lot. Maybe we're able to make something happen. I don't know. You're going to have to make a decision. Alonzo Barnett on the move. And gets the first. Didn't really think we were going to end up running in that spot. But it worked. Touchdown, Alonzo Barnett. There we go. Here we go. All right. Are we going to get a chance here in the third quarter? Nope. That's the fourth quarter. Down by 11. Very much in the game. This third down is going to be huge. 3rd and 7. Man coverage. It's hurt us before. And it hurts us again. God. I just don't think, unless we're really sending heat, I don't think man coverage is going to be the way. If we're going to blitz, I think it will work. Otherwise, it's just not going to be an option. Rip the ball out. Oh my goodness, that would have been a huge fumble. The RPOs down here are going to be tough. The RPOs make this a tough offense to defend. Creeping up with Sheeran. Best case scenario, ULM feels confident enough to go for it on 4th down if we get a stop. Where are you going, dude? Oh, my God. That's the worst coverage I've ever seen. What is this? 4th and 18. Thanks for giving me a chance, game. I appreciate that. Oh, my God. We have it. Taylor Thompson! 53-yard catch on 4th and forever. All right. Still not likely, but it is possible. Alonzo Barnett with another rushing touchdown. As we try to do the impossible here at Malone Stadium. We're down by 11. It's 4th and 8, 4.5 to play. We're going to have to get rid of it quickly. That's a first down. We're actually just going to take over. I don't need another moment to be with 30 seconds left in the game on 4th and 28. Come on, Alonzo. Give us a block. All right, we'll take that. A big play. Ymir Knight right through the middle of the defense. Could be huge. Don't make a play, safety. Don't be a hero. God, how is that incomplete? Really looked like we had that. 2nd and 10. It's a good route. And there's an injury from ULM. Can someone win down the field? I mean, Penny would be incredible here if you could just win on a streak. Thankfully, that's incomplete. I mean, the pressure's insane. Just please give us a moment. Let us collect our thoughts here for a minute. We'll check down. It's going to work well, though. Amarion Dollison continues to perform. Please. 350 to go. Just can't get there, man. Can't get there. A touchdown makes this quite interesting. We're going to go for 2, of course, if we get it. Make it a 3-point game. Man, we're really struggling. 3rd and 13 stuff. We might actually have to take a field goal here. I don't want to do that, but there's a non-zero chance that that ends up being the best decision. Oh, how about that? That's the best decision! Amarion Dollison touchdown! Beautiful. The cat loves it. All right, let's go for 2. 3:28 to play. Give us a chance. Good ball. 2-point is good. It's a 3-point game. Come on, defense. You can do it. Plenty of time. End timeouts. Okay. 3:28 to play. Let's do it. Zone coverage. Get pressure on the quarterback. And a fumble would be great. General Booty is absolutely torn through us. A sentence that I can't even believe I just said out loud. This is a man blitz, so I feel okay with it. Oh my God. I'm curious what their strategy here is going to be. They've got to snap it one more time before the 2-minute timeout. I wonder if they're just going to go on the run or on the ground. We need that play. That can't be a throwaway. They tried a screen. That's what I thought it was going to end up being. The way that looked. Oh, man, that would have been huge. We got to get to the quarterback ASAP. We're actually not going to blitz. Be incomplete. 3rd and 5, but the clock has stopped. The clock has stopped here. We're still in a fine spot. Oh, wow. Make the tackle! He came back! That's the 2-minute timeout. ULM will punt on 4th and maybe 3. 4th and 2. 4th and 3 from the 48. And it's a shanked punt. This just became very real. Barnett wrapped up, gets 3. Had some options, not going to risk an interception on 1st down. We better all the way have it. 3rd and 2. I'm okay to run the ball in this spot, to be honest. Let's get it. That's got to be a first. 4th and inches. I mean, that's there. They've got 3 down. We got to be able to run on this. We can. Adai does convert. It's a bold move running the ball in that spot, but I think we had to. I knew it was going to be bad news under pressure. That was really scary. $50 seconds. 3rd and 3. Nice catch, Adai. We only need 3. I'd love 7. 40 seconds to play. We have all of our timeouts. They're going to spy the quarterback. Thank God he didn't fumble. We're going to call a timeout. Let me get a screen in there. This is a bold call. Okay. Didn't really seem like the receiver knew he was getting a screen. Otherwise, maybe he would have tried to catch it. Third and 10. On the edge of field goal range, maybe. Down the field. Ross makes the catch on the sideline. He got over the top of the defense. Oh, my goodness. Big throw. Big catch. Adai fighting! Short down to the 1. Second and goal. 15 seconds to play. We're going to be inside 10 by the time this ball snapped. Adai! Jolt into the end zone. We take the lead with under 10 to go. What a comeback. Down as much as 24 points. We have brought it all the way back. 35-31. I told you this James Madison team has heart. This is going to be returned as well. Let's wrap up, make a tackle. ULM has one play. I mean, we're going to send heat. Get that football out. That is a check down and the ball game. It was a good try. Well, we outscored them 35-7 in the second half as ULM has choked the game away in tremendous fashion. We improved to 5-0. We were torched by General Booty, but they didn't have enough to hold on. Alonzo Barnett didn't play his best game, and our running game really struggled to find any consistency. 2 touchdowns on the ground for Alonzo Barnett, to be fair. He's going to be the player of the game. Dollison, 7 for 113, 2 touchdowns. And then defensively, our defense did not do a good enough job in preventing points. One game did not play so well. You better bring it next week. That's all I can say. Ooh. This becomes very interesting. 10 skill points here. What we can do is increase weekly recruiting hours for defensive linemen. And it would have been nice to give a bonus action to wide receivers and tight ends, but if we get more points, maybe we go that direction. We're going to go back into motivator. I promise we are going to, but this gives us more points right now for Damon Monty, and this is a 5-star that I think we can get. There's a non-zero chance, and as long as there's a will, there's a way, and we're absolutely going for it. Absolutely. Now, did we sell here? Are we maybe not going to get Damon Monty anyway? Should we have really gone all into the Dante Henry basket? Maybe. Maybe, but decided to risk it. Damon Monty, I think, would be a pretty tremendous get. We're going to put 75 points on him. We have an elite recruiting defensive coordinator. It'd be a shame not to really try and take advantage of that. We're going for it. We're going to get bad news potentially, but we're going for it. And we are second on Damon Monty. Georgia back up to an overwhelming lead. Well, we tried, and we just got pretty horrendous news. But we made an effort. It was not to be. Could we ever potentially catch up to TCU here? I think there's a chance. Our grades are just so bad. I don't know. Washington has overtaken us for Dante Henry. It's very disappointing. We've got him on campus. Maybe there's a chance, but he'll be at Washington next week. And It looks like Damon Monte's headed to Georgia. We really tried. We really tried. In the end, it's just not going to be enough. Probably best to just take my points off, and I'll tell you what, maybe he doesn't have the playing time at Georgia. But I'm going to take my points off for now, but I don't know. Is a defensive end like that going to easily have the playing time at a place like Georgia? Yeah, he's a 5-star. You'd think he would, right? But can we see defensive end here? Where's playing time? I'm curious what it would be. I thought it was one of those first ones. I thought it was, I'm 90% sure it's this one, but it's like nothing's really popping up. Can we not see? Seems weird that we would be unable to see, but I mean, maybe not. All right, well, maybe there's a chance. I don't think it's impossible, but definitely does not look good. As I said, we're probably going to come away with none of these guys, which we knew going in. We'll have more points for other players now, at least. Silver lining. Next up, Coastal Carolina. We have a 5-star on campus. We chose to go after the defensive end, kind of over Dante Henry. Who knows if we were able to get him anyway? This is a big visit, potentially. Now, Coastal is, you know, a way lower tier opponent, I guess. Yeah, they're not even comparable. Oh, my goodness. If you guys lost, it'd be so embarrassing. What's the overall difference? It's the same. They're actually, if you, with offense factored in, they're a slightly better team on paper than we are. So, okay. Yeah, that should be definitely -3 if you lose. Terrible. Do I have a sliders video? Yeah, it's default Heisman. All right. 5-star on campus. If we want a chance, we'll need to play our best ball. We didn't last week. We were able to come away with the win regardless. Might not be so lucky this time around. Oh, that's a great play. Jacob Thomas with the TFL. Let's get more of those. Okay. What type of offense are we even going to see here from Coastal? I'm interested. Shot to the end zone. Intercepted by Spence. We actually have a chance to return this. Oh, we got bumped. No. Big interception regardless, though. Keeping Coastal off the scoreboard there is actually pretty significant. Big turnover. And we got to capitalize off of it. Get some points. And we're used to starting from super deep in our own end zone. The 14's nothing. That's actually great field position. There's Ross. Big spin move, and Ross is still going. What a move. 32-yard pickup there in the first play from scrimmage for our offense. Let's go. We're going to get on the move. And we're going to hit that. There's Ross again. We had some options. We just knew to stay patient. You know, getting outside the pocket there with Alonzo Barnett was going to afford us some really nice throwing lanes. Just had to play it patient, and that's exactly what we did. And we are driving. We are driving in a big way. Just no crazy mistakes here. Gonna run the football. Ayo Adei gives us 7. And hopefully we'll find the end zone here. From the 5. Good burst. Big touchdown. All right. Good opening drive for our offense. Our defense bent a lot, but they didn't break. And they've given us the football back. 3rd and short from the 30. As we enter the green zone. And Adei running hard today. 3 carries, 28 yards. Pretty awesome output. And I almost worry that we're going to use him too much, but he's running the ball so well, and that's a great move. Averaging 10 a carry. Purdy into the game, which means we're going to throw it. Barnett, do you have the speed to outrun the end? You do, and that's a touchdown. All right. What a start here for JMU. It was looking a little bit scary at first, but it's 14-0, and we're controlling the game right now. Here's 3rd and 5. That's going to be picked. Knew it. It is. It was a risky throw as Barnett is thrown to the ground. Matthew McDoom is a really, really good corner for them, and he didn't need to be challenged. Even with the bad throw, he didn't need to be challenged, and we kind of sold our momentum. Coastal's right back in it. Right back in it. Quarterback on the move. Where are you going? Vasco's been picked off twice in this game. How about a 3rd time? How about a 3rd time here? We're going to play underneath. If they want to hit us over the top, they can have it. Halfback direct snap. We're all over it. Great team effort. And we're going to keep Coastal out of the end zone again. But our offense did nothing. Coastal with the football again. Here's 3rd and 6. Please bring down the QB. Oh, we left that. Not what you want. We really needed to blow this team out, and we've been in position to do that. And we just keep letting them fight back in it. That's going to be a touchdown. We're just way too far off the receiver in that spot. It's 14-14. 14 unanswered points for Coastal. Barnett has just enough speed and a ton of space. Alonzo Barnett brings us to midfield. I see Thompson a lot, and I keep wanting to rip that. Just worried about the interception. And it seems like all drags are misses. All drags are overthrows. How is that possible? So consistently, too. That's how we throw picks. Let me rephrase. That is a way in which we throw interceptions. It's not the only way. Call our first timeout. 30 seconds to go here in half number 1. Barnett looking to get fancy again. Got a block. Alonzo Barnett blindsided, but gets a big-time play. 20 seconds to go. Going to hold that timeout momentarily. Shot to the end zone. It's underthrown. Yamir Knight comes back to get it. What a catch. Oh, my goodness. Yamir Knight, make a play. We can run the ball here because we have a timeout. And we're going to call it. $11 seconds. Kind of gets scary to run the ball in this spot. Barnett on the move. Touchdown. Beautiful. Yeah, that defensive end didn't really contain too well. Was not disciplined in his rush lane, and we take advantage of it. Up by a touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. And that's going to be a run. We got to blank Coastal here. Turnover would be huge. Oh, wow. That's insane. Touchdown, Coastal. They're going to tie it. Man. They're playing good football right now, man. 21-21. A little dump off to Purdy. He gets 4. We got to find the end zone. Turnover's really bad here. 3's not good enough. Thompson gives us 1st and goal on the 1. Nice catch. I'm a little bit worried how much we're seeing Purdy in this game. High ankle sprain for Ayo Adeyi. He's done. Purdy is our only choice at running back, and he's not good enough. Finds the end zone here, though. We'll take a touchdown. And we need to extend our lead here with the football in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 7. Need to find a way. Stepping up Barnett. He's going to be short. Absolutely going for it here. 4th and 1. What can we do? It's going to be open. Ymir Knight makes the catch, his 7th. It's a big conversion. Man, losing a day kind of sucks for us here, obviously. Ooh. Thought that was going to end up working a little bit better for us. Get Thompson up the field here. Make that strong safety make a decision here that he doesn't want to make. I think we actually have the speed. If we can get that over the top. Hung up a tick too long. We're so close to hitting some of these deep shots. 3rd and 10. Wide open. Ymir Knight, big spin move. He's down at the 10. Ymir Knight's been a really nice player for us so far. Didn't really like anything there. Need a better route out of the running back, Purdy. We didn't get it. 2nd and 10. Throwing back across. Ymir Knight gives us 3rd and short. Read option here is not the worst idea. I think we're probably just going to hand it off, though. Purdy wiggles in. All right. It's a big score. And Coastal just drove all the way back. Oh, man. Really wanted a blowout win in this one. I'm not sure that's going to be a possibility anymore. Don't necessarily want to slow down because a blowout win would be pretty huge for recruiting. But at the same time, don't want to risk losing. We get that in there? We actually might be able to. What a throw from Alonzo Barnett. I know, famous last words, but it actually worked. He's got 94 throw on the run. We got to be able to hit some of these, right? I mean, that's absolutely a catch. They've got no safety help. They're expecting the run. It's not coming. They moved out of the way. It's underthrown. Taylor Thompson had it in his hands and missed it. I just thought we had the best matchup with no safety help down the middle there. Probably had better options on the outside. Man, Barnett does not have the arm for a lot of these deep balls. Well, maybe slants become options. I know we're going hurry up in this spot. It's insane, but... All right, we're going to slow it down a little bit. Don't really like getting sacked in that spot. 2nd and 17. Ideally, we score a touchdown. Get the football back. And get points, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. We run. Just slide, just slide, just slide. Timeout, Coastal. Come on, Barnett. I know it's why are we passing this spot? Asking for trouble. I'm asking for a 5-star. That's what I'm asking for. Here we go. Jet touch pass. They played it extremely well. We're going to have to take our points, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. 38-28 will be your final. We can't be that bad. I mean, we're undefeated right now at 6-0. That one almost went quite bad. Now, the fact that Adeyi is injured for an unknown amount of time, I don't love that. I really don't. Big game for Ymir Knight and Cam Ross. Good to see him making an impact. And then defensively, we just didn't play well enough again. 2 picks for Terrence Spence. I mean, he is a ball player. He's got at least 4 interceptions already this year. He's been a big player for us. That's multiple games with multiple interceptions. Damon Monty, of course, commits to Georgia. We knew that was coming. Unfortunately, it just was to be expected. However, how are we looking on Cameron Ernst? Not good enough. And that coach prestige is not going to change. Our grades were just not high enough to hard sell, and we really needed to. So Cameron Ernst is now not going to be a part of our class, which we knew was the likely scenario. We really didn't get enough for the visit here. He's going to Washington, unless maybe they lose and we have a chance. I don't know. Well, that sucks on the 5 stars, but we do have other good players that we can bring in. So we're going to set that up. And, of course, all that means is hard selling things that make sense. And the class is still going to look pretty good. Just not going to have a 5-star in it. That's it. Trying to stay undefeated. Georgia Southern on the schedule. What a year one this would be if we could go undefeated. Is there a chance we could be in the college football playoff? I think there actually is. If we completely go undefeated, I think we could absolutely be a conference champion that gets in. If we're undefeated, there's a chance. Up 7-0 here, and our defense needs help. Georgia Southern is 2-4. And I've said it before that I think we should be better. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. Did I miss an assignment there? I had to have. It was absolutely wide open. All right, 7-7. We don't necessarily need a blowout win in this one. We just need to win. It's going to help with recruiting. I mean, it's not like a deal breaker to lose any of these. It's year one, but we're playing so well, I definitely don't want to. Keep feeding Taylor Thompson. Jonathan Taylor Thompson. 3rd and 3. Adai is back, by the way. Just missed a little bit for us. That's Taylor Thompson, and he steps out at the 2. Read option's a touchdown here. Maybe not. They got a lot in the box, including the smallest middle linebacker I've ever seen, number 5, but that has to be a safety filling in at sub linebacker. But we're into the end zone. The problem is, the same can be said for Georgia Southern. It's 14-14. 3rd and 8. That's got to be illegal contact. I mean, it just has to be. It's absolutely wide open. Couldn't have been more wide open. I'll tell you what, I got good at kicking in this game. I got real good. The no calls on illegal contact are extremely frustrating because it would be called, you know, on the user. Ooh, what is the corner doing playing a hard flat there? Don't love it. 2nd and 12. Try a screen that's actually extremely open. Oh, Adai gets 12 or 13 out of it. All right. We have the speed with Alonzo Barnett. We actually do. Good block. Keep leading the way. Well, that could be a penalty on the outside, you know. 1st and 10. Slant is open. That's a touchdown. Yamir Knight, does he have the speed? They held him back. What are you doing? Don't be a hero. Let it go. They all got together and they grabbed him at the 1. And Adai just bangs it in for a touchdown. Yamir Knight, so close to getting in. Unfortunately, just held out. They're really doing too much stopping that. They should just let us have it. Barnett on the move. He's going to be just fast enough. Are we going to have another touchdown for Adai here? Play action post shot seems like a terrible choice. Let's call it. Check down, though. All right. Jet touch pass to get Ymir Knight his touchdown. Yeah, I like that. Should have had one on the slant. Are they going to do it again? No. Ymir Knight just gets there. They really didn't want him to score. Which makes sense. They're playing us. I get that. It's 31-24. It's a really big third down, actually. Tight end wide open. Taylor Thompson gets there. What a great game for Alonzo Barnett in this one, by the way. Is that just making sure an interception is guaranteed to happen here? Maybe so. So we run it. Look at a day with those cuts. 11 for 24, but he's got a couple of touchdowns. I'm not sure he's complaining. Alonzo Barnett fumbles the ball. I mean, we knew it was going to be something as soon as I complimented him. But we got the football back somehow. All right. Let's make it a two-possession game. I got really good at kicking. I'm so good. Yeah, well, maybe don't rush it then. Good Lord. That's a tough miss in that spot. 4th and 1. Pinch that line. Engage 8. We're going to run the football, and they're going to do so extremely successfully. That will be a game-tying Georgia Southern touchdown. We stacked the box. They went outside. There's no way they're like, go take the lead. It's 4th and 3, though. Oh, man, we're not going for it here. He dropped the ball. How do you drop that? What was I going to do? Waste a timeout in that spot? Why are they giving me that spot? Go take the lead on 4th down. LV Bunkley Shelton gives Georgia Southern the lead. Big end of game drive. I'm shocked that this was not on 4th down from our own 32. That would have been a super cool moment. Yeah, this has been frustrating. 2nd and 2. Don't get sacked here. Fumble. We recover. We're great at recovering fumbles. We just lost a ton of yards. This guy fumbles the ball almost every time he's touched. 31-19. Or, nope. It's not even close. Say 31-38. It was 4th and 19. We're going to have to go for it. Barnett is ice cold. Yeah, I can tell. We have the tight end, though. Please! Thompson makes the catch! 4th and forever. Chew clock is on. We might go for 2 if we get it. There's a flag. That's roughing the passer. We look at the burst from a day. Give us 15. It's an extra 15. Correct? 90% sure. We're going to be on the 13-yard line. In which case, I want chew clock on still. Nice catch. 2nd and 4. 35 seconds or thereabout. Had the running back maybe. Opted for Knight. It'll be 3rd and 1. That's where I want to run the football. And they don't look like they're ready to stop it. They made a shift. They made a change, but that is a touchdown. We're going to go for 2. We're going to play for the win. Undefeated season on the line. And they shifted inside there. It's a little concerning. The bubble screen is picked off, and the return doesn't matter. Georgia Southern will win the game. I would go for it again. The reason I was forced to throw that there, it was an RPO bubble screen, and they were completely in line to shut down the run. And what I mean by that is they just had a defender right in the lane. Unfortunately, we had to make that decision. So, thought the bubble screen gave us our best chance. I don't think we had the running back. I think the safety was right in the lane. Now, he was a little far off the ball, but I think if we run the ball, he collapses into the wide open lane. I don't really think we had the run for 2 yards. If you disagree, that's fine. I just don't think we had it. I thought we had a better chance to go for it with the bubble screen. I didn't really think we had any chance to score there. Maybe we did. We'll go for the onside, and it's recovered by Georgia Southern. Our undefeated run comes to an end. We actually did get ranked. We're number 25, but that is not going to be the case here in about 20 seconds unless something absolutely insane happens, which it's unlikely to. Run commit middle. It's 3rd and inches. We've allowed 162 yards rushing today. That's interesting. At least to one player, that back. 3rd and inches. Need a fumble. No, don't tackle him. All right. That's the ball game. Really, we're going for strips there. Georgia Southern wins the game. I mean, could we have beat them in overtime? It's a possibility. But decided to go for the win. Didn't get it. I think I would probably go for it every spot in that game. Like, you got a chance to get, 2 yards and win the game. I'm going to go for it there, like, every time. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. It didn't on this occasion. I'm fine with the result. Kind of all I can say about that. 6-1, still doing great. More bad news as Cameron Ernst commits to TCU and Dante Henry goes to Washington. It was a tough recruitment. These guys were just kind of too far away. So those ended up being kind of tough recruits to get. And yeah, we're going to be done on all of those. I am going to leave the Georgia player on the board. What did Dante Henry like? Dante Henry's deal breaker was playing time. So maybe we leave him as well, but he's probably just going to end up at Washington. But I'm not really upset leaving them on the board. I think that's totally fine. Clay Reese is who we're pivoting to at quarterback, and he's got 92 speed and pretty good accuracy. I think it's a good player to pivot to. And I really do think recruiting's going, quite well for us so far. Just based on where we are in the recruitments. Like, the 5 stars, they were always going to be tough. But in these other recruitments, I really think we're in phenomenal position. So I'm feeling bullish about that. And we'll just try to stay ahead and actually get some players committed into the class. But for the most part, in pretty good position. Not amazing necessarily on everybody, but pretty good. 6-1, a little more than halfway through the season here in week 9. And Southern Miss will come into town as we'll try to get another win. You're going to lose some games. We were probably never going to go undefeated in season 1. It's just the unfortunate part about it is we do end up losing to Georgia Southern, which is not exactly the team that you want to lose to. It's not really, if you're going to be a college football playoff team potentially, that really doesn't really look great on the resume, I'm going to be honest. But that's okay. We didn't have to be a playoff team in year 1. And you know what? We still could be. The door is wide open for us. How do you not get that throwaway? He's been a good quarterback year 1, but Alonzo Barnett, the overall arm talent, I would say, has been a little bit frustrating. You know, we're so used to playing with these 5 stars at the end of, you know, Kent State, Dave Teamer, that Barnett just doesn't have quite the same zip, right? He's definitely good, but that's gonna be picked. I mean, I just don't know why that floats like that. Wanted a little touch pass out to the back, but all right. I mean, some of these are my mistakes. Obviously, that plays into it. We got to know not to attempt that. I don't know why. I'm wanting like a little like flip out to the back. I don't really want it lobbed up 10 yards in the air. I just think that's kind of insane. But all right. Anyway, 3rd and 9. You played that, huh? It's back-to-back picks. We're going to lose to Southern Miss. Holy, dude. Just launching picks right now. Got to settle back in. Barnett, ice cold. Thompson cannot catch it. Just please do me a favor. Just bring it in. Barnett needs to play to get back in this. He's going to get sacked. I'm shocked he didn't fumble. That's Brodarius Lewis on the sack. 3rd and 19. Best shot to Thompson, who caught that one. Oh my goodness, Taylor Thompson. Taylor Thompson, touchdown time. Tremendous. How did he catch that? 7-7. It's been quite a game so far. Somebody make a play on 3rd down. They didn't catch us offsides. It was only close. That's not intentional grounding? Okay. Still 7-7. 3rd and 10. Ooh, that's wide open over the middle, huh? Tate Rodemaker, by the way, at Southern Miss now. Former Florida State quarterback. Got the start here for the Golden Eagles. 1st and goal. How about a pick? Oh, couldn't get there. 2nd and goal. So, they beat me in man coverage there. I kind of expected the quarterback was going to get sacked. Was my expectation on that. He didn't, and we're down 21-7. Tate Rodemaker is breaking sacks, apparently. Rip that. Touchdown. Taylor Thompson. All right. Need our defense to step up a little bit here. They're not going to. They are not going to. Southern Miss knocking on the door again. Rip the football out. Do something. 2nd and 9. I want my players to creep up. I don't want to, if they're blitzing, I don't really want them 5 yards off the ball, to be honest. I want them on the line. 3rd and 7. We bait a pick. The weird coverage. Forced a bad throw with the blitz. This could be wide left. On the road, left hash and close. This could be wide left. And it is. It's a touchdown game. That happens a lot. And it's 21-21. And it's 28-21. And it's 28-28. A lot is happening. A lot is happening. 28-28. 3 minutes to play. There's that wide receiver screen. Come on, Alonzo. Lead us to victory. They're begging for us to go deep here. Single high safety. Barnett. Just throw it away. He fumbles. Oh, my God. It's recovered by Southern Miss. I tried to run away and throw it away. It's going to be a touchdown, Southern Miss. Okay. Please stop fumbling. Good block. Knight's still going. Ymir Knight is still going down the sideline. And we have tied it back up. How did Ymir Knight was like Patrick Mahomes scrambling there. How is he outrunning everybody, but he's just fast enough. He's just fast enough. What a run. 35-35, 2:22 to play with 22 seconds on the game clock from the 25. Get outside, get outside. Okay, good defense. Rodriguez Clark, 8 rushes for 21 yards. Contained him pretty well in this game. A much better showing after allowing like 15 yards a carry to the Georgia Southern running back. It's a good tackle again. That's the 2-minute timeout right now. It's a big play. Big, big play in this game. 3rd and 10. It's a great throw. I mean, it's a great throw. Forced us into conflict with the linebacker. Hit a deep in-breaking route. That is a really nice play. Please bring him down. Thank you, Terrence Spence. Maybe our best defensive player. I'd love an interception in this spot from him. Who wants to be a hero? Somebody show me you want to win a football game. Come on. Tackle in space. He jumps out of bounds. 3rd and 14. They will run the football, and not successfully. We will get a chance. 35-35, under a minute and a half to play. It's a pretty good punt, actually. Not amazing, but pretty good. We'll start from the 19. Any type of points ends it. We know we can hit from about 50. Stepping up, Alonzo Barnett. If you think I'm taking a hit, you're out of your mind. 1:11 on the clock. How is that so badly underthrown? I mean, our quarterback has a little baby arm. Alonzo Barnett, what is his throw power? 60? Oh my God, go down. I'm trying to slide. Alonzo, please. Under a minute now. On the move. And that's got to be on the money for Ayo Adey. Spinning and winning. Adey into the end zone. 7 for 7 to give us the lead. We do, unfortunately, give Southern Miss a chance by scoring in that spot. Should have gone down, played for 3. But we trust the defense. Tate Rodemaker's not doing that. I hate to break it to you, he's not. What does he have, platinum extender? Multiple broken sacks? No way, dude. Back everybody up. We're going to blitz 4, maybe 5. That getting the first down there is actually pretty big for Southern Miss. I guess they used the timeout anyway, but it means they don't get a 4th down. So it's big in that way. Check down. Check down's totally fine. They're gonna have a shot to the end zone though. I'm not running prevent. There's no way. Prevent prevents you from winning. Not doing it. We're gonna go cover 4 palms. We're gonna get everybody back. We're gonna force the football out early. Shot to the end zone. We only had 2 there in the end. We knock it down into the waiting arms of the Southern Miss receiver. Mike Sims Walker action. No, prevents a bad play call. I stand by it to the end. We knock it down still into his hands. We knocked it down. What do you want from us? They're going for 2 for the win. And they got it. We're going to drop back-to-back games. $43-42. Oh my God. I mean, knocking it down. I should have just gone for the interception, I guess. But knocking it down into the receiver's hands, where he has the reaction time to not only catch it, but get his feet down on the back line. Brother. 6-2 after back-to-back losses. Hopefully some nice things to report on the recruiting front. We're looking good for 4-star athlete scrambler Clay Reese from Heightstown, New Jersey. Same location that Jerry McGowan was from, if you watched Kent State Dynasty. Terry Everett will be on campus week 11 against Georgia State. So that'll be a fun matchup. Hopefully that secures his commitment to JMU over UNC. That would be very nice. Outside of that, do I really want to be in a slugfest against UMass? I mean, I would counter with saying it is UMass. Feel pretty good about going head-to-head with them for a recruit, but we're going to actually have to put points on. And that can complicate things slightly. Oh, no. Ole Miss and Auburn will just have DJ Savoy. It's a route runner. I'm not really too interested in the route runner types, so they can just have him. We have 25 hours. We've got to start winning some of these recruitments now. It's just, it's always tough with the hours, right? You know, what strategy do you want to employ? Do you want to risk, you know, not coming away with a big class, or do you want to, unfortunately, just get nobody good? That's a risk you run as well. Greg Hawker, I like. We're going to put 25 points on him. Top 200 player, top 20 running back, top 10 in the state of Alabama. Meets a lot of those thresholds. And I'd love to beat out Penn State for Julius Awe. Leave them in awe. It was very obvious what I was going to do there. Tyreek Adams, putting 50 on. If we can just land Clay Reese, Terry Everett, John Bullocks, I'll feel pretty good about the class. And then, of course, we will start going back in the portal, or back in the recruiting area. We just need to be a little bit quicker with winning out on some of these players. I'm going to take points off Antoine Oden for a minute. Antoine Oden, and put them on David Griffin. I think the 10 points are going to go a little bit further there. Don't really want him going to Marshall. And we'll try to beat Georgia State. We have a visit on campus. Let's get a win. Chad, of course, lighting up with the meows. Yep, she wants attention. It's 1:30. But I got a football program to build up here, James Madison. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Here we go. Heartbreak in each of the last 2 games. I know it's shit around prevent. Shit around prevent. We knocked the ball down, and it happened to land in the arms of a receiver. It's very unlucky. I wanted more than 2 back there. I'll say that. But prevent defense is not a good defense to run. It's tried and true. It's proven. We're going to get a short gain here. But at the end of the day, we got unlucky. I wanted more than 2 deep defenders in that spot. So that's a coaching issue, if you want to say that. But prevent was not the answer. I think we're looking a little bit better in this game, though. Bouncing back up 10-0. Would love to hit Thompson up the seam here for a touchdown. But instead, we're going to check down. And Day will pick up the first. Just got to get back in the win column here. Yeah, our college football playoff chances have taken a hit. But everything else, I think, is going to be fine. We're 6-2. These are 2 back-to-back tough conference losses. But it's not the end of the world. This was an FCS team before. So it's going to be, a little bit of a grind. But we're going to come out on top. There's a nice touchdown as we continue to pour it on. Our defense is doing just enough. We're going to be inside a minute here. 3rd and 9. Let's see what we can do. Not much. All right. Big second half. I think even just holding this lead is going to be fine. Here's 3rd and 9. We really haven't had the speed to hit any of these corners when they press. Haven't really been able to take them over the top, but it's okay. We're up 20-0. Our defense is finally playing really well again, but we keep having so many 3rd down moments, and I just don't want that. It's going to be a hold. This one's coming back. There's been a discussion in the chat on Packer DBs for, I mean, I can't even exaggerate here, maybe 40 minutes. I don't know. There's not this much to talk about. It's been unbelievable. Here's 3rd and 20 after a big hold. Jesus Christ. Georgia State going for it on 4th down. I mean, it's 20-0, and it feels like we're losing somehow. I don't know. Our defense, man. It's allowed points. They might allow points again. It's 4th and 7. Need some faster linebackers as well to take more away when we're actually using. Here's 4th and 7. Big tackle. Not going to get it. End the game. You know what? You know why it is? Because the entire second half, we've had nothing but 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. And we really haven't been in good positions to convert those. Like, it's a tough task to say, hey, go in and convert a 3rd and 7 plus every single time. We haven't really been able to convert any. Georgia State's brought it to within 6 points. The moment system is so flawed. But I don't think it's a priority to change it at all. So, it's been frustrating. It's been really frustrating here in the second half. Georgia State does have timeouts. Gonna go power run here. Maybe open it up on 3rd down. Get to the outside. Purdy with space! Nice run from Purdy. Timeout, Georgia State. Let's give him another touch. That's their final timeout. We reward Purdy with a touchdown. We have a visitor in attendance here. Might be better to get some more points on the board. Just not sure we're going to be able to get in. Here's the final play of the game. And over the top and in is Purdy. That could help with the recruitment. And we're going to win 26-14 over Georgia State. 2 touchdowns for Alonzo Barnett. Rushing, Purdy over the top for 1, and receiving Amarian Dollison and Ymir Knight both found the end zone. And defensively, only one TFL, half a sack here. Terrence Spence involved. Antoine Booth with a pick. We're 7-2. Only 2-1 in the conference, by the way. That can't be right. We're 3-2. Why did it say 2-1? I must have misread something because that was obviously not correct. Weird. And oh, that's going to put us in such a great spot. We actually lose championship contender grade there. We'll play 1-8 Old Dominion. Maybe they should have been the rebuild. Clay Reese, so close. Does Rutgers come in at the final hour and steal him away? That would be devastating. Terry Everett, so close to committing. He's on UNC's campus this week. I mean, this could all end truly in devastation. This could end up going so badly for us. We're actually probably out on Tyreek Adams. I think we lost this one. That sucks. Man. Recruiting is not exactly going our way here. We're going to need John Bullocks on campus if we want to potentially secure his commitment. Would that be a nice 4-star receiver to land? We need to put more points on David Griffin. Need to put more points on a lot of different players. This is good recruiting, though. Hey, this is coming down to the wire. Maybe not good in terms of methodology for me. Should probably try to get some of these over with, you know. We have 0 commits so far. That's probably a bit of an issue. But we're pacing well. We're doing okay. I'm hoping some of these guys will insta-commit. It's just not happening. It can happen. You don't need the trait. You just need to be in that number 1 spot. And when you offer them a scholarship, they can potentially insta-commit. I'll tell you what. Could be a very interesting strategy to employ is if you're in the number 1 spot for a commit, or for a recruit, excuse me, what if you took them off your board, therefore stripping the commitment, and then putting them back on your board and offering a scholarship? What would that look like? Insta-commit, 4-star slot corner Alex Corral. Welcome to JMU, our first commit of the class. Alex Corral. Love that. Ooh. Or ahead on Lance Burden, because that was not what he was interested in. All right, first commit, though. It's always a good sign. We got 1, but first of many. That's the thing. Lance Burden maybe will be another into the class. We need more points because we can get Devin Pierce maybe. That might be one we want to rearrange. Our points are good enough to where we can definitely sell him. If we can let's just get up to 40 and let's hard sell him and see if we have a chance there. A lot of recruiting for me, as you guys have probably realized, is just seeing if we have a chance. Oftentimes we don't. But I continue to go for it. And, hey, it doesn't end up working out. That's what happens, but sometimes that's the way it goes. I know I said I was going to do one thing, and now I've done another. That's okay. Just bear with me here. We got to keep those points on. We need to keep these points on. This is going to be a battle here. It is going to be a battle. I'm going to take the points off Tyler Spain, and I guess it's going to be 20 on Devin Pierce. I don't think we're going to be in a position to hard sell him. Unless I took the points off Jamar Levine, which might give us a chance. All right. I've talked myself into it. And we'll come back to Julius Awe. He's a slot type. He's probably slow and bad anyway. I'll just convince myself of that. Where is he? Devin Pierce, do we have a chance? I mean, I hope so, but maybe not. Those aren't especially great grades, but that's what we look like. We'll get ready to take on Old Dominion. They're 1-8. If this is ever a loss, it's real bad for us. We might not even be in line to play in the conference title right now. We might need a thing or two to happen. College football playoff bracket currently has West Virginia, Bama, Clemson, Michigan, all with first-round byes. Memphis as a group of 5 getting in, but that's the only one right now. So might not be a lot of group of 5 representation in 2024 here. Old Dominion has play like a champion today as they walk out on the field. You're 1-8. About to be 1-9. I guess you would want to play like a champion. Anybody but Old Dominion. Maybe they're next. Who knows? Although probably not. Let's play our game today. Walk out of here with a win. Jason Henderson has platinum something. What is it? Either way, it was annoying. 2nd and 17. Oh, just give me a second more. I was going to force a pick, probably. 3rd and 17. Someone get open for me here. I don't like the options. They're open-ish. Oh my God, we did not go over the line. Fumble Alonzo Barnett. God. I mean, that was a very rough sequence. Sacked. We're trying to do too much on 1st and 10. We're trying to do too much on 1st and 10. No, please get on the move, dude. Get up the field. 3rd and 4. If we just get a first down, we can kind of reset here offensively. Oh, big pancake. Barnett scrambles for it. All right. Now we can actually run the offense. Are they doubling Dollison? We have numbers on this side of the field. There we go. Oh, you can't block him right into us. We have 3-on-2 on that side. It's a nice play. You agree? Interesting. Big spin move. Get on the move. Alonzo Barnett. We maybe had a throw. I'm not risking. I'm just going to get some easy yards here for a minute. Get some easy yards. Move the chains. And we can do that right now on 2nd and short. Purdy into the game. I prefer a day getting the football, but this is fine. And that does the job. 1st and goal from the 6. Jet touch pass, touchdown for Knight. I feel good about it. Give us a block. That might be good enough. Diving and short. That's a real... Why do I ever dive? The animation is always the same. It's never a touchdown. 2nd and goal. A day. Touchdown. We're going to start to put this one away. I can feel it. I can feel it. Let's go. 2-minute drill, get some points. We're up 14-0. Now, sometimes we've shown this year that 14-0, we let them back in the game. Here, 14-0 is going to be where this game gets out of reach for Old Dominion. I know it. If that play didn't prove it, I don't know what could. 3rd and 5. Give me an out with Ross. I liked it, but I didn't love it, and we're going to run into a sack. Just got to let that fly. Got to let that fly there. Decent punt. Let's see if they let this bounce. They often don't. And for good reason. It's a good return. All right. I mean, we need to start capitalizing on some of these moments, man. Need to. Up 14-0. Our defense has played fine, but do you trust this team to convert? Not really. It's just tough to move the ball for me sometimes with this team. Or any team, for that matter. Here's 3rd and 1. Purdy into the game. And that is the first. That's all we needed. We could definitely have a little bit more of a balanced attack. I wish the CPU would request more runs, so I would do it. Ooh, 17 blocked nobody. You think it could have been a good choice maybe to pick up a block? I would suggest it. I think it's an interception if we threw the screen there. Didn't really think we could do that. So taking a sack is actually the best choice in that spot, I would say. 3rd and 20. Barnett, please. Oh, you just stopped running. I was hoping he was going to streak up the field. I don't really mind converting or just like getting any type of a positive play in that spot. We keep the clock moving, and we're up by 3 scores. If Old Dominion can come back down 3 scores in 3.5 minutes after scoring 0 points the entire game, I think they deserve to win. User pick, easy reads. Green eggs and ham. Easy reads. And that should be the interception that seals us a victory. Okay. Stop playing defense, dude. You're not getting the onside. That's the game. 17-7 is your final. The offense didn't exactly light up the scoreboard. I think that's fine. We did enough to get the win. We really ran the ball at an all-time bad rate. We threw the ball slightly better. And defensively, we did enough. I mean, we're doing nothing on the stat sheet, really, for the most part. I mean, a TFL, a sack, and an interception. It's okay. But we're forcing 3 and outs. We're stopping them when they go for it on 4th down. We are winning games. 8-2 in year 1 is a tremendous start. Now, the conference isn't great. Whether or not we're actually playing for a conference title or not remains to be seen. But how about another commit to the class? 4-star receiver Terry Everett from High Point, North Carolina. Big win over UNC. He was on campus at UNC, yet he commits to JMU. You gotta love it. That's a huge win. I guess maybe not a great visit for Clay Reese at Rutgers. That was week 11, wasn't it? Pretty sure. So we're just in a great position to secure another commitment into the class. Currently sitting on 2. John Bullocks, I would like to think, is going to be a 3rd when we take on Marshall. Can we get him a buddy on campus? Tyreek Adams is done. It's a 3-star. I'm not really too concerned about that. Doesn't mean just because it's a 3-star I don't want them, but it's not as important. A lot of these guys are not going to be difference makers. Griffin, we can really get in the class for sure, I would say. We can maybe solidify it with a visit. I think we're going to solidify it anyway with 75 points. Rutgers trying to make a move on Ethan Capra. How many points are they putting on him? We'll see momentarily. And Glenn Mabin potentially headed to UMass. That one gets a little bit weird with a week 14 visit. All right, well, it's going to end up being a battle here. Do we have any chance to get Devin Pierce? It's close. If we put on the extra 10, maybe, but is it worth it at that point? I'm actually not even sure. And we need more points on Greg Hawker. So we'll put more points on him. All right, recruiting class is coming together a little bit. We got the first 2. Insta-commit from Alex Corral with the scholarship, and then Terry Everett. So 2 4-stars in the class. On the verge of another. Maybe even on the verge of 2 more. And then it's going to be really more of a 3-star focus. I'm going to guess that all of the 4 stars have already received offers or have no interest in us, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. But 3 stars is going to be the pivot. And we can already start adding some of those guys to the board. So, we do need a punter. Just going to fill this out. We need to focus on offensive line a little bit again as well. So, have to see what ends up happening with that. But, App State here in Week 13. We're 8-2. Just a couple of games left. Absolutely bowl eligible already, which is awesome. Whether or not we play for a conference title, well, that's going to be ironed out here in the next couple of weeks. Cannot really afford to lose at this point. Got to roll through everybody. And it starts against 5-5 App State. Could be a tough place to play on the road here. Who knows? In the rain. It's not exactly a clean game here for us. I mean, that is just absolutely insane. But we come back to the football with Ymir Knight. Why are we being stupid out of the gate? First play. We're like, let's be an idiot. It worked, but it's bad process. Don't really want to be doing that. Big stiff arm from right. All right. Let's keep moving the football down the field. Barnett, great pocket movement. You know, it's mostly when he's running back that we fumble the football. We just keep that head down. He's actually been pretty good with the ball. Actually run here. I'm going to lose 3. 3rd and 6. I didn't really see anything get open there. Like, not even a little bit. 3rd and 6 is a tough spot. Good pressure. 4th and 6 from the 39 is going to be a go-for-it spot, though. I don't think a punt really does a whole lot for us. Got to extend that. I mean, I'm really looking at Knight here. That's our best matchup, but they cover it. Oh, just fast enough is Alonzo Barnett. Huge conversion. Oh, my goodness. That was very, very close to being really bad for us. But we survive. Using the mobility feels like a good option a lot. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking for space. Really just not good at navigating to it. Got a little bit tripped up there. And it's 3rd and 4. Wide open. It's just a really terrible ball. It's so bad. We're going to push our luck. We're going to go for it on 4th and 4. Converted the last one. Maybe we can again. It just seems like when you need a great throw, it's always the worst one. And we're going to be short. The backside of the play would have been a better move, but it remains 0-0. 3rd and 12. Screen! Please just tackle. All right, App State probably going to get 3 on the board. And suddenly it's 10, but we get 7. And App State has the ball. 3rd and 7. They're a wide splits team. I hate that. It's so tough to defend. They're going to run the ball. We are there to make the tackle, though. Let's go offense. Do something here. Nope. Big 3rd down, make a stop. Okay. 3rd and 10. We got to bring down these quarterbacks. The missed sacks are crazy. And that's a huge difference in field position as well. 51 seconds from our own 7. On the move. Alonzo Barnett. Stuck out of bounds here. I actually don't want to run turbo here. Although checking the sideline. Oh, that's kind of a cool feature. Did not know that existed. Snap the football once everybody gets set. 44 seconds. And we're going to take off up the middle. And we're actually going to call our first timeout. So we can get out of turbo and into normal. I think a screen actually could be a good call here. I mean, just playing for 3 I think is okay. I really hope we were going to have a day out here and not Purdy. And that is a good example of why. No juice. No juice. 2nd and 13. Plenty of time. But I didn't really see anywhere to go with the ball. And there it is fumbled. App State recovers. But no points. Oh my God. 3rd and 4. This has been a tough game, man. Tough game. That's going to be a huge 3rd down conversion. No! Big hit. Jars the football loose. No catch. Come on, offense. Please. Big 3rd down. Make a stop is not an offensive moment. 3rd and 9. Come on. We're going to run the football. We are all over it. It's a tough field goal for App State. They do drill it, though. And we have a 3rd down. 3rd and 10. Are we actually capable of just sitting here and making a throw? Yes. Thompson, nice catch. Let's go. How do we not have the ball? I just converted. Okay. 1st and 10 for App State. They're going to run the ball. These moments, man, are just unbelievable. 2nd and 13. It's got to wrap up. Do they run the ball on 3rd and long? They might. They very well could. They do, and we're going to stop it. Okay. We'll get the football back. Touchdown and an extra point wins the game. We're going to get the final drive here. We will not give the CPU a chance to give us 3rd and 13. All right. What can we do offensively? That. Good start. 1:38 to play. Big drive here. I actually think we have that down the field for Purdy. What a throw! On their #1 corner. We target him, and it's a great throw from Alonzo Barnett. Good catch from Purdy as well. He backed it up with a good run as well. 2nd and 5. Play action. We're going to run with Barnett and slide for the 1st. That was a little bit dangerous. If you're wondering where Ayo Adeyi is, hamstring tear. Kyrie Mann's also torn labrum. He's missed some time for us. That's just a pretty big set of injuries. That was a weird animation. That almost got funky. We have no timeouts in this game either, by the way. Stepping up, looking for space with Barnett. He'll get 1. I really wish we could stop the clock here. Give Barnett a second to just collect himself. It's a big 3rd and 5. And we cannot convert. They brought a spy out onto the field. And we couldn't get rid of that one in time. 4th and 5. Game on the line. I'm worried that we're not going to come close enough to the 1st down here if we run that route with Knight. 4th and 5. That's open, and that's caught. will take the lead here with 30 seconds to go. Barnett hits the second string tight end. And we need to hold on for 28 more seconds. Huge fourth down conversion. Big drive. Big conversions in that one. Now, App State has all 3 timeouts. That's what kind of complicates things here a little bit. All they need is 3. Shot down the middle of the field, and it's caught. How do we not get an animation there? Oh, my God. That's just way too many yards on the first play. We need a sack or something. We gotta force him to use one of those timeouts, maybe. Throwaway. Okay, that took some time. That took some time. Again, all they need is 3 to beat us. Check down is huge for us. But the air truck makes it so we can't tackle them. They're going to try a field goal here. This is a deep kick. From 58! They drill it. A 58-yard kick to win the game. He's got silver mega leg. I mean, yeah, I guess. What's your best play with 2 seconds? Don't really have one. It's gonna be block Purdy. Maybe Dollison gets opened. Or open, maybe Ross gets open. That's our best shot. I mean, we just never really had a chance. There's a flag! Give me defensive pass interference, please! It's only 15 yards at college, though. Shit! We get another chance at least. Maybe a better throw. Down the middle of the field for Thompson. Incomplete. We're going to lose another one in heartbreaking fashion at the last second against App State. We are not going to be playing in our conference title game. That's all but guaranteed. All but guaranteed. We've had some really tough injuries in this series again, man. 135 for Ymir Knight. 2 sacks for Eric O'Neal. No picks in this game. The real difference maker in the game for me was in the 4th quarter. It was the 39-yard pass here where I have absolutely no idea how this is ever completed. We are in perfect position, and he just keeps running by it. Never, like, that's the animation we get to go get the football, is fading away from the ball so the receiver can jump in front of him. Why is that ever the animation? This has been a very interesting season 1, to say the least. This is a huge commit for us, though. Clay Reese from Hightstown, New Jersey, is a 4-star athlete quarterback and maybe QB of the future. You'd think. Could potentially play some other positions for us as well. Maybe next year, as we don't necessarily need a quarterback, but up to 3 commits. Clay Reese is a big one. He's got 92 speed and acceleration, as well as good accuracy. So depending on that throw power, we might have a dog as we get another 4-star. John Bullocks will be on campus for this next week against Marshall. That'll be a big game. David Griffin should be jumping in the class. It's all but guaranteed. And Glenn Mabin, we've taken the lead on, but barely. This one could end up being Very interesting with the visit to UMass. All right, we're going to put 50 on Julius Awe. And I think we're going to throw 50 on Hawker as well. Kentucky's making a real push. Our conference prestige is just really awful. So when we get to that hard sell portion, that could put us in a really tough spot. We're going to lose on Devin Pierce. And we're not going to be able to get Hawker on campus, I don't think, which is going to be really a huge loss in the end. That's going to end up being massive. That we just miss out on getting him on campus. That would be a huge player to get. I just don't think it's going to happen. Lance Burden, I'm putting a lot of effort into recruiting for really no reason. It's kind of an interesting strategy. We added these guys to the board, but really haven't done anything there yet. It's kind of the next wave. We're going to get points back on Glenn Maben. We're going to get points back on David Griffin. Just want to make sure those guys join the class. We're going to get points back on John Bullocks. So next week, all of this is going to change. But as for the Marshall game, we've got one player on campus, right? John Bullocks. A win, I think he commits. A loss, who knows? 4-3 in the conference is not the start we're looking for. Marshall's actually rated pretty well. They're an 80 overall team, and they've definitely got a chance to really upset us here. Not in the fact that we're going to be heavily favored in this game, but in the fact that we've got a big-time recruit on campus. It'd be really nice to add another 4-star. I do think we've recruited pretty well. We got so close to getting, a 5-star or 2 even, but it just didn't end up happening, and that's okay. Miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Got to get your shots up. Can't land the 5 stars if you don't go after them. You know what I mean? And you also can't land them if you do go after them. So it's kind of a tough spot there. It's a rough start. Just really, I don't like getting sacked. And you'd think I would because it happens so frequently. You just got to catch it. I mean, it's already annoying with the bump. He gets offline. And the throw isn't exactly where it needs to be. That's okay. These are college kids. They're going to make mistakes. They're not going to do everything perfectly. You would have stopped that. Oh, my God. Ishmael Ibrahim. Making a big tackle there. Yeah, I guess we're not really going to be catching the ball today. Doesn't really seem like a catch type of day. Sacked. Got to worry about Mike Green in this one. Mike Green with the sack there. He is a potential top 50, but probably a top 100 pick in the NFL draft in real life out of Marshall. He's a good player. But also got a running back we need to worry about as well. This Marshall team's not bad. And I will say we're asking our receivers to make tough catches in this one. And so far, they haven't really come through. Ymir Knight maybe more than anybody else. But, I'm going to ask these guys to make the tough plays. We've seen Thompson do it at times this year. Got to see it with some level of consistency. That would be really awesome. Boston College going to win the ACC, maybe get a first-round bye. That would be very interesting. Diving catch. It's a touchdown. Ross over the middle. And that's another quick score for us. And we get the football back. 14-0. We've been here before. We've had a lot of 14-0 leads at times this season. A lot of 14-0 leads. Now, have we won all the games where we started leading 14-0? That's a good question. I'm not really sure. You like how I compliment myself on a great question? Somebody's got to. 50 seconds to play here in the first half. Are they a blitz here? They are. We're going to throw it away. No problem there. And I don't mind keeping chew clock on, actually, depending on what happens here. We can always stop the clock with a timeout. Got multiple of them. Ooh, that's a little bit scary. Let's call a timeout. 14-0 means any points are good here. 3 points makes it a 3-possession game. Just don't turn over the football. Can we get that there? You thought for a second there was a chance. It's not really a good 3rd and 1 play call. You know, I said any points were good here, but we're going for it on 4th and 1. And that is dropped. Oh, we got greedy. Marshall with points. And now our defense needs help. It's falling apart. How does this continue to happen? It's impressive. It really is. It's very impressive how we continue to throw these away. And you know what? Our second half offense is so terrible as well that I'm super concerned about what's about to happen. We're up 4. And it's going to be like 3rd and 8. Probably. Something like that. 3rd and 7. Will we be able to convert? And the catch is made. I do think we go for it again. I mean, 17-10's okay. It's 2 yards. I trust the team to get it. Why do I? Another failed 4th down conversion from a drop. It's a difficult catch. Please make one of them. Oh, Lord. 3rd and 10. Intercepted by our best defensive player. And we've got a chance at a return as well. Come on, Spence. Get by him. Let's go. Turn on the Jets. Pick 6. Finally. Terrence Spence could end it for us. Oh, that's a huge play. Absolutely massive play. And that is another massive play. Touchdown, Marshall. How is that open? We pressed, but we were in a deep zone, shading over the top. It didn't really look like it. We just have no interest in winning games. That's going to be intercepted. I mean, I thought worst case scenario to throw out of bounds. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We're just a team who doesn't like to win. Second and 3. Oh, good run. Purdy brings us inside the 20. That brings us to the 2-minute timeout. Let's find the end zone. Marshall's going to be forced to use their timeouts. They're really stacking the box here. It's like an Ashton Genty box. Really tough to get any yards when they're going to do that. Especially, maybe with, you know, Ayo Adeyi, we have a chance, but Purdy's not the same level of back. It's 3rd and 9. And I can't just run the ball in this spot. We will take our points here finally if we're stopped on 3rd and 9, though. I promise you that. Wide open. Touchdown. Thank you for catching it. Thompson. Marshall scored instantly, though. 22 seconds remain. Any type of win here, I guess, is fine. Please recover the onside. That's the ball game. 28-23. Wanted to win by more. I was the only one who did. Our team collapsed. Tyler Purdy. We just can't run the ball right now. We don't have the back. Ymir Knight with a good game. We had a lot of drops in this one. A lot of drops in this one. 2 for Ymir Knight, 1 for Taylor Thompson, 1 for Amarion Dollison, 2 for Kai Wright. Got to catch the football. Simply have to. 2 sacks for Lloyd Summerall. Good performance. Pick for Terrence Spence. It's a shame he's a senior. I'd love to have him play in this squad for another year. But this will be the only year of Terrence Spence, unfortunately. And we need to get these coach levels up. We really need to. We need to become a motivator again so we can actually play out the strategy. However, we do get XP as we're a recruiter right now for earning commits, which we're about to do in a big way. John Bullocks from UNC, or away from UNC. They're going to finish number 2 from North Carolina. David Griffin, 4-star athlete, defensive end, maybe, from Rock Hill, South Carolina. 3-star linebacker, Glenn Maben. We do lose Tyreek Adams. We stopped recruiting him, so I think that's expected and fine. We're 9-3, 5-3 in the Sun Belt. And Terrence Spence is your Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Week. Okay. In terms of conference standings, we actually are in line to play in the conference title game. Oh my goodness. Was not ready for that twist. That is a nice change. 185 hours as well. Let's start rearranging our points and trying to get some of these guys committed. Got a chance. 3-star D-tackle Lance Burden joins the class. Ethan Capra picks Rutgers. Arnold Wick has locked us out. Don't really remember recruiting him too much, but we added him at the board, or to the board at the last minute there. We're about to get locked out on Anthony Maramosa. He is a kicker. I don't really care. Is there no Sun Belt Conference championship? Is it just App State? Is that how that works? I thought the Sun Belt would have a conference championship game. Oh. They do. That was just on one side of it. That was just the East. So we are not making it out of the East. I didn't know the Sun Belt did it that way. I guess I don't watch a ton of Sun Belt football, to be fair. So, unfortunately, that is going to be our season. I am going to fire Brody Fisher. I'd love to hold on to Dave Hooper, who has Elite Recruiter, but I do want a big-time motivator, and hopefully we can get enough XP to change our archetype before that happens. We shall see. We're going to have a bowl game. We're going to have an opportunity to win. Overall, this was a pretty good season. You know, not everything went our way, obviously, but we finished with 9 wins. First year up from the FCS level. That's pretty good. Jalen Milroe wins your 2024 Heisman. And we'll be playing Western Michigan in the Cure Bowl Orlando. Okay. It's an interesting matchup. We do have 20 points here to use on coach abilities. We need to be able to turn into a motivator here. That would be huge. So, hopefully that ends up working. And I think we're going to. It's going to be really close. Yeah, we're back to a motivator. The reason why that's so important is this is when you're going to start to get players leveling up. And you want to have, badly, a ton of XP when they do. Alex Corral, normal dev trait for the slot corner, who probably will be slow. Star for receiver Terry Everett, 6'5", 216. Normal for Glenn Maben. Star for Clay Reese. What a pickup. Could be QB of the future. Lost Dante Henry, he's got star. Lost Damon Monty, he's got star. Impact for John Bullocks. Normal for David Griffin. He might not end up being the dog that I thought he was. The class isn't so bad right now, though. I have 6 players committed. Maybe even more. We do, with Lance Burden. We have no hours right now, so we can't really do anything, obviously. But the class is coming together. And I wouldn't be shocked if it ends up being the #1 class in the Sun Belt. In fact, I'll go out on a limb and say it better be. I'd be shocked if it wasn't. But right now it's ranked at number 73. However, as you can see, we're the only Sun Belt team to sign a 4-star, and we have 4 of them. We will end up passing all of these teams. So we're in great position to end up with that #1 overall class in the Sun Belt. And we're going to start thinking about a new offensive coordinator. We want someone with master motivator, ideally. If we see that, you are immediately hired. And now, it can't just be motivator, or it can be. That's fine, I guess. But ideally, it's master motivator. We don't have that here. If I end up seeing an elite recruiter, I probably will jump on that as well. But this game is slightly important to us. It's a bowl game. Playing Western Michigan. We should have Ayo Adeyi back in the lineup. It's been a decent season 1 for us. We can be a 10-win team if we can manage to beat Western Michigan. Let's do it. First bowl win as a head coach here at James Madison would be incredible. So let's see if we can do it. Going shoe clock. Going to control the game. 3rd and 9. That is such a great route. And caught. And Ross is still going. And that's going to be a touchdown. What a catch. What a ball. What a broken tackle. What a run. What an everything. Ross has had a nice season for us. He's made some big plays. Let's take another look. It's a bullet over the middle. Great timing. Under pressure. Cam Ross zipping across the middle. Broken tackle. And then just boom. Turns on the Jets. Gets a great kind of a pick type block. And we find the end zone. That's huge. A takeaway here would be huge as well. Bowl games are still important to us, even though they're not as important in real life. You got to think about how important they are for lower tier programs, right? Bowl wins equal money, equals prestige. That's what we're playing for. 3rd and 7. Thrown to the end zone. That's got to be picked, and it is. Eaglin. We're actually going to take it out. We have a step here, but that angle goes down. I think that's fine to take it out. If we get by one guy, it's a touchdown, right? We're pretty close. Great start to this game for us. We've had great starts before. We've had a ton of great starts. Let's have a great finish. Wide open. Dollison, touchdown. The senior playing in his final game for us. I'd like him to have a good game. But our defense did not hold Western Michigan to 0. 14-0 quickly becomes 14-7. Are we not going to have Ayo Adeyi in this game? I thought he was going to be back from his injury at this point. It might just still be Purdy, unfortunately. Adeyi sits out the bowl game. We actually have a step here down the sideline for Dollison. He'll continue. A big first half. Massive touchdown. Are we at the bounce house here at UCF here in Orlando? I believe we are. Here, Orlando Bowl. That makes sense to me. Dollison, nice catch and run. And we actually get the football back. Our defense gives us the ball. We just keep looking in the direction of Dollison. Nope, that's his last target. And I'll tell you, Western Michigan also playing for 10 wins. What a season for them. Dominating the MAC. Let's take a deep shot. We have that with Dollison. Ooh, not quite. 3rd and 10. I'm interested to see what that left slot corner does. Does he drop back? He doesn't. There's Ross. Another nice play for him. He's had a big half as well. He and Dollison have really helped us move the football. 40 seconds to go. Dollison with another nice catch for us. Barnett with 171 yards passing. 3 touchdowns in the first half. Absolutely lighting up the Broncos. We'll call a timeout after the sack. That's a little bit of a momentum shifter there. That's a little bit of a cooler. Thought we were running hot there for a minute. There's Dollison. Another first down. He's over 100 yards in the first half. Love a touchdown here. On the move, Alonzo Barnett, touchdown. Another one for him. That's 4 total in the first half. Big second half. Yeah, we're driving. We're looking good. We're actually dominating the Broncos. Let's go, Dukes. Dollison might end up with 150 yards receiving in his final game. Be a beautiful send-off. Had a decent season for us. That's going to be intercepted. We were under pressure. I just clicked the button. I'm not going to lie to you. That ruins a great otherwise stat line. Great stat line otherwise. That's actually going to be a pick 6, and that might put Western Michigan back in the game. Naquan Washington houses it. Simply just press the button. It's 35-21. 4th and 9. Western Michigan going for it. That's the weirdest jump. It's like I'm watching Georgia. Why are you jumping when you're catching the ball for no reason? 3rd and 3. Good route. They're just giving Dollison way too much space. 2 picks in this game for Alonzo Barnett. I think only one of them is my fault. Who could tell? Who could be sure? Find the end zone. Purdy punched in the mouth. He's got 10 rushes for 11 yards. And that's not really going to change here, getting the football on the 1-yard line. Touchdown! Paid for it, but found the end zone in his final game. And Western Michigan finds the end zone again. Onside kick to still have a chance. They won't get it. And we will walk out of here with our bowl victory well and truly secured. Do we try to give somebody a final chance here? We got seniors playing their final games. Dollison makes a tough catch. Timeout, Western Michigan. Do we give Dollison a send-off touchdown? He's got it. Touchdown, Dollison. What a career for the Duke. It's a good send-off. And we are Cure Orlando Bowl champions. Next up, college football playoff. That secures our first round bye this year. We're going to be taking on Georgia. No, none of that's true. Omarion Dollison, by the way, goes for close to 204 touchdowns. 13 catches to do it. But he was instrumental in this win today. What a player. What a player. Good first season, I would agree. We didn't play perfect. Alonzo Barnett has bought 2 abilities, by the way, when he previously had 0. He really struggled to run the football for the most part. But what a game for Omarion Dollison. Taylor Thompson also had a good game as a senior, as did Cam Ross as a senior. Ymir Knight, sophomore, really took a backseat in this one. We wanted to get those seniors involved, and I think we did exactly that. TFL for DJ Cotton, sack for Kyrie Mans and Eric O'Neal, who should be back next year. Mans will not be. And then picks for Terrence Spence and Justin Eaglin. What a way to go out for Terrence Spence as well. I would say, in terms of a final game for our seniors, it really could not have gone much better than it did. Cure Orlando Bowl champions. And some good XP for us as we're leaning into Motivator. We should get some... No, okay, that was maybe from before. We're going to get some more coach skill points in a moment, but unfortunately not right now. But that is a good bowl win for us, and we're going to look to sign that offensive coordinator. Somebody. We need somebody. Omarion Dollison, of course, is your Sun Belt Offensive Player of the Week. Great game for him. And he's also your National Offensive Player of the Week here in the bowl week, so that was pretty cool. But show me either an elite recruiter OC or a master motivator OC. I'd love to see either. I'm not sure we're going to get either. That's just a regular motivator. And it just might end up being the case that one does not become available. We will wait until week 3, though. I think it's worth taking the chance. We're keeping our elite recruiter defensive coordinator. Feel really good about that. And this is our final week to bring in a new coordinator. Is it going to be anybody? It just really seems to be a lot of the same guys. None of the good offensive coordinators have become available for the most part. I'd like to sign a motivator that also... Yes! This is the guy. Tim Ellis is the guy. Now, it's just a question of whether or not he's going to pick James Madison. He's a master motivator who also leans towards recruiting. This is the perfect player, or perfect coordinator to get. Please don't become the head coach of Louisiana, Virginia, or Georgia Southern. Will he take an OC job over a potential head coaching job? Hopefully those other positions get filled. That's what we can hope for. Survey says, bang! Tim Ellis, master motivator and an elite recruiter on the staff at the same time. Tim Ellis, what a get for the program. That's going to be huge. That's going to be huge. Penn State takes on Ole Miss in the national championship. We'll take a look at that and also the season stats here in a moment. And, ooh, going to be a battle against Penn State potentially here. As Penn State wins the Natty. Beats Ole Miss 24-18. College football playoff bracket ended up looking like this. Alabama made a pretty good run all the way from the first round. Any big surprises in here? I mean, not really. NC State always performs pretty well. It's an SEC and Penn State semifinal with Penn State coming out on top, making the run there for the Big Ten. And I'll show you the season stats as we have 33 touchdowns to 13 picks for Alonzo Barnett, 3,600 yards passing. Really not too bad. Did not run the ball very well. And, of course, Ayo Adeyi got injured and will be gone. Didn't really get to have a proper send-off for him, unfortunately. And receiving, Ymir Knight ended up close to 1,000 yards, had 11 touchdowns. Amari Andallison, very similar numbers. Maybe not that close to 1,000. It's going to be tough to replace Taylor Thompson. And then defensively, I think we honestly could have performed better. We started the season hot and then really went into a rut there. Terrence Spence had 7 picks, but a lot of our best players are leaving. So that is going to complicate things here as we head towards the offseason. Recruiting going to be extremely important, as not only are we trying to add talent, but we're trying to fill spots as well, because we lost a lot. And Eric O'Neill wants to go pro. No, that's stupid. He's back. And then Carter Sweezy wants to transfer to our playing style. He wants to run the football. We're not really doing that. And he's decided to stay. Maybe we're able to run the football a little bit more this next season. Dylan Morris graduates at running back. Our 2 top backs are gone. Amari Andallison, Cam Ross, gone. Also Breon Penny. We're losing our top couple of tight ends. Oh, man. Losing our starting center, losing our starting right guard, losing our starting right tackle, losing Lloyd Summerall, who played, losing Kyrie Mans, who started, losing Jacob Dobbs, who started, losing Terrence Spence, who was a beast, who started. Sheeran was a starter, and there is our starting punter. That's a lot of talent to lose here in year 1. That is a lot of talent to just be gone. All right, well, we've got a lot of work to do, and we're going to get started on that. 675 hours. Is there anyone interesting in the portal at all? No. Nobody even mildly attainable here at the top. There are, players we could go after, but nobody in the top 50, maybe not even in the top 100. There's one. Maybe we add him to the board, but it's going to be mainly guys at the high school ranks. That's going to be our best chance. So Right now, our class is what? Just outside of the top 75, was it? Yeah. We've got a chance here to finish inside the top 50 very solidly. Just need some of these to tilt our way. And I'm not sure if, Penn State is going to go heavy in on Julius Awe. This would help our recruiting class quite a bit, but is it the smartest? I don't know. We'll rearrange some things, and I'll show you when guys are committed. Okay, final week here for recruiting. Off-season week 4. We do get Julius Awe, 4-star corner from Camden, New Jersey, and 4-star transfer corner Ethan Johnson from Huntersville, North Carolina. We do lose out on Floyd Jackson, and we fought to the end for him, and Sergio Doss. We have a lot of hours left, and we could potentially make a move here at the buzzer for a couple of players. So, can we get Trayvon Carnegie? I actually think there's a chance here. We've got 170 hours. It's almost like no point in not trying. So, we'll see if we can somehow pass Akron. I think there's actually a possibility. But other than that, we just want to get in position for a lot of these guys. And just see if there's anything that can be done to where these guys end up jumping in the class here at the last moment. I think a lot of these recruitments are winnable. All we need to do is pretty much be in that number 1 spot, and they will end up committing. So, I feel pretty good. Greg Hocker's just going to choose Kentucky. We fought there to the brutal, bitter end, but it's just not going to go our way. Which, yeah, that happens. The recruiting class does look pretty good, though, for the most part. I really wanted Marquez Crook to hop in the class. Doesn't really appear like that's going to be happening. But maybe there's a chance. Colorado coming in with a scholarship offer at the last minute is just annoying. But, yeah, maybe we get into that number 1 spot on some of these guys. I think could be enough to change the class enough to where we feel pretty good about it. And, yeah, our grades here are really bad on a couple of different players. So that has complicated things, to say the least. But the class is going to end up being number 1 in the Sun Belt. I feel extremely confident in that. And probably top 50 overall for that reason. We shall see. Joey Manuel, 3-star linebacker. 3-star receiver Antoine Oden. 3-star receiver George Biggs. 3-star receiver Matt Godwin. 3-star receiver Donald Prohl. 3-star quarterback Brian Mundy. 3-star safety Doug Coker. All join the class. Greg Hocker picks Kentucky. Marquez Crook picks Colorado. We wanted to go out and get a nice running back. It didn't end up happening this time around. And unfortunately, sometimes that's the way it goes. But we do finish with the number 1 class in the Sun Belt. Top 30 with 6 4-stars and 22 3-stars. I feel like that's a pretty good class overall. It's just, I pointed out, hey, we sometimes have offensive linemen on the board early, and then we lose them, and we don't really fill in those spots later. Bringing in 3 offensive linemen is kind of a light class of offensive linemen. A lot of receivers, and that was a position we really needed to go out and get. And, I mean, Geo Chambers and potentially even Terry Everett could move to tight end as well. 2 running backs in the class isn't the worst, with Craig Page maybe hopping in at some point. 3 receivers. Let's go through these dev traits. Alex Corral with normal. Star for Terry Everett, normal for Glenn Mabin. Star for Clay Reese, we know. Impact for John Bullocks, normal for David Griffin and Lance Burden and Matt Pena. Star for Joey Manuel, who is a linebacker with 89 speed. Normal for Julius Awe. Impact for Antoine Oden. Star for Rashad Burke, who's an elusive back. Okay. That makes things interesting. Antoine Brake with normal. Impact for Tony Pollock and Tyler Spain. That is Spain without the S. Normal for Jamar Levine. Star for Terrell Barr, a route-running wide receiver, but he probably stinks. Normal for Matt Godwin. Impact for George Biggs. Javante Blau has normal. Normal for receiving back Conrad Holdman. Normal for Donald Prohl and Jeffrey Allison at punter. And Ethan Johnson, the transfer corner. Impact for Geo Chambers. Normal for Darrell Bohannon. Impact for Brian Mundy. And normal for Doug Coker. Overall, it's a decent class. I mean, top 30 first year is pretty good. And we'll move around these positions to get our best possible starting position for season number 2. This is where Motivator and Master Motivator comes in incredibly huge. Do you see how we jump up to nearly level 18? That's pretty significant. 18,000 XP, and that's for players getting leveled up. And that happens especially so in training results. Alonzo Barnett up to a 91. Very, very nice. Throw power 91. Accuracy is incredible. Carrying is up to a 71. Okay. That's okay. George Pettaway is the big story of the offseason, as he has picked up elusive back. Silver sidestep, silver 360. He's got 93 speed, 95 excel, 94 agility, 92 change of direction with very good carrying. 91 juke, 86 spin. George Pettaway is only a redshirt sophomore and has the potential to be a real difference maker at running back. Ymir Knight is up to an 84. Receiver is a rough position for us right now. Tight end, we do have Logan Kyle, who's another senior, but 90 speed at tight end. I like that. Josh Toner is a 79. Our O-line's bad. Carter Sweezy, we needed him to stay. He does. He's an 80. Cameron Jones up to a 75. Riley Robel's a 74. Jesse Ramil's an 81. The O-line maybe is not as terrible as I thought it would be, but it's not good. Lockett was moved to defensive end from D tackle. Eric O'Neal does not get much of a boost here. Does have gold duress and pocket disruptor now. And at D tackle, D tackle is not that strong of a position for us. Trent Hendrick is not fast enough, has no abilities. Now, Gannon Weathersby has silver quick jump. This could end up making an impact. Maybe not this year, but maybe eventually. Middle linebacker, I think Trashawn Dye will be our starter with 92 speed, 90 change of direction, 84 tackle. Hold on, 80-something hit power, 85 hit power? Why is he an insane user? His coverage is terrible. We will be using Trashawn Dye. Jacob Thomas was moved from safety to linebacker. He's 217 pounds, only 84 speed. Felt like it was a better fit for us. And then at corner, not really much of a boost here, of course. Well, Antoine Booth actually is an 81. So that's nice. Of course, you can't see any of the transfer players. We had the corner or the freshman, so our depth isn't quite as bad as it would look. KJ Flo, 93 speed. With gold robber, it's a good fit. Kai Holmes will start at strong safety. All right, it could be worse. We do have a punter. It's just going to be a true freshman. We're up to an 80 overall, and we have 80 skill points. Now, we might leave that in Motivator, or we could give us a big boost to start recruiting here in this next season. And I think we're going to go that direction. As long as we end up working back towards Motivator at the end of the year, we're going to be totally fine. It only matters for the huge boost at the end of the year. And then once you've unlocked all the recruiting stuff you want to get anyway, well, you can just ditch recruiter. At that point, it doesn't really matter that much. So I think we're going to put those points in a Motivator right now. Get that off-season training boost when that comes around. But right now, we're looking pretty good. Season 1, I think, was a success, even if not an overwhelming success. And we're going to kill it in Season 2, which is on the way next. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed Season 1. Hope you're excited for James Madison. And I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.